No, that's messing up in itself. Oh my gosh. This is the craziest thing ever. Sheesh Louise. I'm very worried.
Zits have transferred onto me because I have a huge one on my nose right now. I look like Rudolph. Thank you, Gabe.
No problem.
If you brought your Pokeballs,
Come on,
throw
internet.
them now.
Come on,
Yeah,
internet.
exactly.
Stay with me,
I can
internet.
be evolved now, and you can upgrade me.
Yeah, give everybody a minute to Pokemon Go for a second.
Yeah, finish up your Pokemons.
Dude,
What's happening?
thank you guys so much for coming from near and far.
We love
Yes, please, for
Definitely.
you. We
yourselves.
love you. This community.
It's you guys.
It's you.
Yeah.
And it's you. And it's you. Just those three. Just.
We got Timothy Hall in the building in
Mr.
the
Yeah,
back.
we
If you guys
do.
can say hi to Timothy Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's now front of house.
Should have had you come yesterday. I was trying to figure out how to work that thing.
He's got
I was
it all
like, so I
figured
think
out
I just
already.
plugged this into this, right? Yeah, exactly.
No, you hit a button, they move by themselves.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's the only thing I figured out. I was like, that's cool. All right, so I mean, we got to start this thing out the right way.
Of course we
right?
do.
It's the only way we know how to do it. It's better than last time we just had that little boom box.
It's a little bit better.
No, I could really hear it. Oh, yes, yes, y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives from 9 to 5, but we are still married to the games. Episode 200B up in this
Oh,
mug.
yeah.
We can't believe it.
Awesome.
I can't believe it's here.
I can't
know.
believe it either. It's your boy Gabe Patillo with Tim Router,
Hello.
Ed Placencia, Chris McCracken, and Timothy Hall.
The whole gang is back.
Oh, yeah. Of course, and as always, we are talking games and life and games. Thank you guys so much for actually being here.
Yeah.
Usually, usually I'm in a room by myself.
And I'm in the car sweating.
Yeah, you're in the car sweating, and it's not 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would have came if we did it at 5:30 in the morning.
I think that'd be fun.
Oh, yeah. We still
Oh,
do
you
that.
got a baby now. You got to be up by then.
Chris has a real job, so we have to do it
I
around
know, I
Chris
gotta be-
now.
I
We
gotta
got to
get-
start getting
I gotta
people that don't have jobs.
Self-employed. Jeez.
It's weird to do the show at this time of day when my voice is like 4 octaves higher than it is when we record.
Whenever Egg Jones is like, how you doing, guys? He's all
Yeah.
low.
Me and Ed, I think, are the worst because he's already a morning person.
I'm up at
Router
5.
is, and then Chris wakes up an hour before the show. So Chris wakes up at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I wake up so that I can get my shower and everything done so the minute that the podcast is done, I hit in my car and I go.
Wow,
So I
man.
got to have all that stuff already done. So.
I crawl out of bed 20 minutes before we start the show. And Ed, you wake up how?
That's what's sad is I also wake up an hour beforehand, and I don't sound like we get on the call and Chris is like, "Hey everybody, what's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, I hate morning people."
I'm usually at least 2 cups of coffee in, though, so to be
Hey,
fair.
Chris and I are the up level morning people.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to be a morning person. I just am kind of forced to be. So it's like, all right, I got
Yeah.
used to it.
I think, like, if you hear before, so me and Ed will be like, "Oh my gosh, how you guys doing? Is everything good? Okay, good. Y'all ready to do the show?" And then we do this mark, which we put at the end of the show a couple weeks ago
That was
because
great, by the
I
way.
had messed up because my voice was
so
cracking. And so we go 1, 2, 3, mark, and then I line that up, and then that's how we, our thing is going. And it's not till then that I'm like, there's no turning back from this.
Yep.
So I'm like, 1, 2, 3, mark. Oh, yes, yes.
It's like a
And that's what
it's
wakes me
literally
up.
a light switch.
Like,
Just-
whoa, yeah, oh
right
yes,
up.
yes.
It's awesome.
So,
so funny.
But man, we are so grateful to have you guys. This is
Yes.
crazy.
This is
So
amazing.
cool.
I
Dang
think
it.
we've doubled our audience since 100, right?
Yeah, probably.
And
No,
stage
space
too.
is a little bit bigger than
A little
last
bit
time.
Yeah, the whole place is bigger.
We're thinking 300, the Franklin Theater downtown. We'll just pack
Yeah,
that
there you
out.
go.
So
So
like
just for
that.
those that aren't watching and are listening, We are in the World Vision warehouse. World Vision is a ministry where it's one of those things where you send $30 and they, feed some kids somewhere else.
Provide water.
All that
good
clean
stuff.
water.
Clean water. Yes.
And so they were gracious enough. I don't really even know these guys, but one of my buddies, I was talking to him and I was like, oh man, I don't know where we're gonna do this 200 thing. We can't do it at Toby Studio because we have just like a couple too many people to do that. And so he was like, why don't you call the people at World Vision? And I was like, man, I can't afford that room. Go back there for a podcast. Right. And he was like, just call them and see. And I was like, all right. So I called him and I was like, hey, this is Gabe. And we were just in there because this is where we rehearsed for our last tour. So with Toby, we bring everything in here. We get rid of the stage. We set the whole band up, and this is where we rehearse for like 2 weeks every day. And so I was like, I was in there a couple months ago with Toby and blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. And then I was like, so I'd like to rent the spot in the back. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, it's not really like a rent. And I was like, what? And it was like, well, we'll just, what day? And I was like, the 16th of July. And they were like, okay, got you down. Thanks. I was like,
what?
Huh? It was that easy? And I got all these zits?
Stress zits?
Yeah, stress pimples. And so, yeah, man, so they let us use this place for free, and it comes with all this equipment and the mics and
The Simba tree in the background.
the tree of life.
Tree
Yeah,
of life in the
if
background.
you want. So yeah, man. So we're sitting, and this is just so different than it was before.
Oh,
In
we have microphones
in
this
the corner
time.
of like a dark room.
Yeah,
Toby
no, this is
Studio.
amazing.
With just one little window letting in a little bit of light.
That's right.
Exactly. And then we have Utah represented,
Yep.
Illinois represented, Ohio represented, Tennessee represented, Missouri represented, Georgia represented,
Texas represented.
Texas
We
know.
got Memphis back
Pennsylvania.
there too. Can't forget Memphis.
Yeah, of course, Memphis. Washington represented.
That's right.
Did I miss anywhere? I said you guys.
Illinois.
And Tennessee back there. This is nuts. I love it.
This is great, man.
It's great.
know.
So we're going to just kind of do the regular thing. We're going to do questions. Of course, we've got a mic in the audience. What?
Yeah.
They don't have to shout this time.
Yeah.
And an audience cam, we're going to have.
We got an
switching on
audience
questions.
cam.
So you will be on the live stream.
You will be seen.
And so we'll do questions and you can ask questions live. Also, if you're watching the stream, you can ask questions there. Stansel's going to have a microphone. Freaking Stansel's here. And he's going to have a microphone. He'll read out those questions and we'll answer them. We're going to
Hope
get
you're
Hall
watching
up
the
here in a
stream.
little bit.
I hope.
Yeah, hopefully the stream keeps going. We'll
It
see.
doesn't crap out.
And then, we'll talk about some news. So obviously you've heard our week update already, but we wanted to talk about like just this process of the last couple days of people coming in town and hanging out and wanted to hear from the different. Chris wasn't here the last time we did the show.
Was not.
And so, Chris, tell us about your travels and
So
how it's been.
The minute the trip was done, or the podcast was done, we're done recording, I start uploading my file, which I don't have great internet at home, so it takes a while. So they gave me time to go back, take a shower, get dressed, make sure the last few things were packed up in the car. It
So you
was
showered
finished.
twice that morning?
No, I didn't. That morning because I didn't have
Oh,
to go
okay.
to
I was
work.
just
I hadn't
making sure.
showered. I
You're
crawled out of
about
bed
to
like
make me
you
feel like a
usually do. I
dirty
pulled a
person,
Gabe.
yeah.
Yeah, I pulled a Gabe.
He's
and was like,
super clean.
let's go, guys.
I showered, then podcast, then showered again. I get so
Because I
worked
got all
up during the
dirty on
podcast.
200A. I had to clean up again. And then jumped in the car and just booked it here. And usually it takes about 11 hours.
Yeah.
This is like my third time to come here. And it's taken 11 hours. But this time, Memphis was a little bit nicer. Didn't have quite as much construction going on.
Thanks,
it still
Q.
had it.
That's all.
But it was a
it's
little
all
bit
you, Q.
less.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I know.
Thanks,
I
Q.
called my boy
Appreciate
Q.
you.
I was like, hey, can you maybe just make the roads be a little bit nicer? And so the slowdown wasn't nearly as much, so we knocked an hour off the time and got here about 10 hours.
10 hours
rocked it.
from
Yeah.
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. Only stopped to eat and one bathroom stop, and that was it. She's like, you got to go. No, we're just going to keep driving.
I do that too.
Stacy.
Hold it.
Nice.
Yeah.
We took a trip to, sorry, my wife's in the room, but I have to say, we took a trip to Florida, and I was like, I'm the same way. I'm like, all right, let's pee, and then we'll go. Because I'm trying to make good time. And so we get in the car, and in my wife's cars, there's a little thing where you can set, like, the trip amount. Like, okay, I've been on the road 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? You can start over
okay,
this
yeah.
timer so I can know how good a time I made.
Right?
Here she goes. I think I need to go to the bathroom. I clicked back over to the thing. I was like, 33 minutes? 33 minutes into going to Florida? And you have to go to the bathroom?
Yep.
She was like, I'm sorry. I was like, dang.
When we go on a road trip, it's like, okay, the goal is one gas stop per state. I can pull
Ooh,
that
that's
off.
good.
One
Okay.
gas stop per
That's
state.
good.
Yeah.
And the same thing,
Gracious.
30 minutes is like, oh, hey, look, there's Starbucks at this exit. Look at that. I'm like,
No, come on.
Yep.
Trying to make good time for the people I don't tell. Right. I just want to know I made good time. We
Yeah.
made terrible time that trip. And it wasn't her fault. It was the first trip we had done with Amara, and she was, 4 months old or something crazy. She was really young when we drove to Florida. Almost 2 years old.
Almost
I
two.
was sorry,
4
sorry.
months, almost 2.
Sorry,
They're close.
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking of when we took her on the airplane. But when we drove to Florida, it took us,
Almost
how long did it take us to get down to, like 10 hours? Yeah,
Yeah,
Just two.
yeah, she didn't sleep the whole time, stayed up. We're looking for deer. We're taking like a back road. At some point, you get off the freeway and take a back road for like 5 hours. And I was like, this is the worst. And it's 1
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning. And you're like, oh, geez, Louise, you got to be
There's
kidding.
no lights.
Do you do
No
like
lights.
to check the mirrors to
coming at
like
the
make
window.
yourself? I always like check mirror check just to keep yourself awake because it helps you stay alert. When you do
No,
that.
I didn't
never
know
mind.
anything about
Yeah,
that.
try that next time.
And then you get
Shoot.
like you think you see a black dog. You're like, what?
I definitely have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah.
but it's not like a black dog. It's just like something. Like
Oh.
I'm like, oh,
That's a
what was
monster.
that?
That's a monster.
Yeah, it's Bigfoot. I see a Bigfoot when I get tired.
I
of
stick my
driving.
hand in water and just.
Do you really?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, if it's late at night, which I haven't had to do that in a really long time.
Yeah.
I haven't taken trips late at night, but I used to do that all the time. When I'd stay out late, on the town when I was young, and I could do that. And I'd be driving home, and be like, all right, I got an hour and a half, because my friends all live way over there. And I'm driving like rolling down the window, and I'm like,
Wow.
like getting water and splashing on me.
They say get on the phone. They say
I can see
getting
that.
on the
You know
phone
what?
does
None of
the
my
same
friends
thing
were
as
awake.
you can call me and Ed now.
And then
Yeah,
the
that's
worst
right.
would be I'd be like with my brother, and I'd be like, all right, I need you to help me. Don't fall asleep. 5 minutes in. I'm like, oh, you can.
That's my
You're,
wife.
get up.
Yeah, I've got that going on as
Yeah.
well.
Oh.
We're not even on 65. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We're just coming from
Stacey's
the mall.
a sleeper.
She's like,
Stacy's
Yeah.
definitely asleep. We get in the car. She's like, well, what do you want? Where's that pillow?
famous last words are, "I'll stay up with you, babe.
Right.
I'll stay up with
That's
you."
when I just put my earbuds in. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Sarah always sleeps until the music changes. It's like, yeah, I'm good with, I'm good with Pitbull. I think she's asleep next to me.
I would kill myself if I listen to Pitbull.
Going worldwide. Oh,
I'd be up though. That's for sure.
No, she falls asleep to it. 'Cause she's just like, "Ugh." And I'm like, how about a little Weird Al? Huh? What?
What?
It's like, oh, come on.
I don't want to listen to this. She wakes up for opinion.
That's awesome.
Ah, this song's terrible. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah, this one again. Okay.
Exactly. Sorry, we've totally ruined
Yeah,
your.
sorry.
yeah,
We
yeah,
told Rabbit
Your
Trail
3-day
after you.
no. Well, I mean,
What have you been doing since you've been in Nashville?
since I've been in Nashville, I've been having lunch and eating a lot of food.
Yes.
Because
Heyo.
we were on the whole 30, right? So we're eating all this whole food and no sugar and all that stuff. So I was like, babe, I'm eating whatever I want in Nashville. She's like, okay, cool. And we've just been eating anything and everything.
The whole negative 30 this time.
Yes, exactly. The 3,000 and everything under the sun diet. I've had so much ice cream and junk food. It's been amazing. Oh, my gosh.
It is amazing. What day did you get in? Thursday? No, it's Wednesday night.
Yes, Wednesday night, yeah. And then Thursday, my first time to meet. Well, I met Ed that night. I met up with Router
Yep.
and the fam, and then Ed was there. So that was our first time to actually meet in person.
Yep.
So almost a year now since we've been doing the whole YouTube part. And
Right.
That's
Never
right.
met him in person.
That was the first meeting.
That's how we start. That's the good luck of it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and
They
Hall
worked with
did it.
Hall.
Exactly.
We're like,
was
why
all
don't we
about
not meet till like 2 months after we start this thing?
That's right.
Yeah, that's
Even
gotta
though we
be
live
the
in the
good
same
luck thing.
town.
Anybody
Halloween
else want to start a podcast? That's how you should do it. Don't meet your people.
Yeah,
That's
we live really
true.
close.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Yeah.
Dallas,
we live 30
Lancaster.
minutes
Yeah,
away.
we live a few states away. We have a little bit more of an excuse.
Right.
Y'all live in different
But-
time zones.
Yeah, exactly, right? So had dinner that night, and then the next morning, he's been telling me about one of my life goals was I gotta have coffee with Ed Placencia.
Hey,
You gotta
Mr.
make
Coffee
that happen.
himself.
So
Mark
the
that
next
off.
morning, he's like, I'm gonna go up to this coffee joint, the Frothy Monkey. It's in downtown Franklin. I was like, all right, so I'll meet you up there. And we got there about maybe 9:30 or so.
I wasn't there. I
We
don't
were
know.
there till 1, just chilling out, talking.
That's the kind of
having
place it
coffee.
is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun. And then we went from there to the Irish place to eat.
Yes.
McCreary's?
McCreary's. Yep.
So all we
Irish
did was
pub.
go from one place where we were eating and drinking to another
Yeah,
place
it
where
was
we were eating and
it was
drinking.
the eating tour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's the best.
And then finally decided, well, I guess I got to go home and sleep. So we ended up having to go home and sleep. And then it's just been hanging out and eating and meeting people as they come into town since then.
Eduardo,
Yeah.
you've been doing a lot of the same.
Yeah, I was part of that story.
Didn't you hear?
Did you hear?
No, it's been a lot of fun. I've been chilling with Mr.
Yes,
and
sir.
Mrs. Router, and they've been a lot of fun. And got to meet Piper, who every week we hear about Piper's topic, and so I get to meet the topic maker machine.
That's
Exactly.
The topic creator.
And
Yes.
yeah, just side note, she's obsessed with Ed, so she's like single white female stalker, like by his side when we're in the house.
She is single, white, and a female.
That's very true. That's very true.
So-
Did you see the movie?
No, I didn't.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, continue. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, it's
But
been
yeah, she loved him. But who doesn't love Ed Placencia?
Exactly. Who doesn't love Ed?
yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Also, by the way, and Tim is fine with it. I'm stealing his dog.
Yep.
Yep.
is cool.
Thaxton loves you too.
Thaxton.
Yep.
Gonna go
Thaxton
live with you?
Absolutely
Yeah.
loves him too.
Don't you have cats?
We have a cat, but put that in the car. It'll be fine. Come back in the next.
In the car.
Well, yeah, you come back and you're like, oh no, what happened? We have a new dog. So tell Piper sorry because we're taking Daxon. No, it's just been like Chris said, just hanging out with friends. Stancil and Gil came into town and hanging out with them, and then as people start to trickle in, it's been having a blast meeting everyone.
And you did. So we went and did Room Escape today
Yes.
Yes.
with everybody.
Yeah.
Almost everybody. And you had the hardest room.
Yes.
The heist.
The heist.
And
Okay, let me just say this. No.
Show him your bumper sticker.
And I
No.
I think everyone, I don't know, I'm speaking for you guys, but in our case, we started off, we were banging. We were just bam, got it. And then we'd kind of, oh no, now what? And then we'd figure something out, no, and we got it. And then, oh, now what? We had the last clue in our hands.
In
the key
hand.
to escape was
Man.
written on the back. We're like, we
It
know
was
we
a-
have to enter this is what we have to enter. And it's over, you lost.
why didn't you look at the clue? You had it in your hands?
I did not have it in my hands.
Hmm.
I was, yeah.
Whose freaking hands was it
Stancil
in?
had it in his hands.
Freaking Stancil.
Freaking Stancil had it in his
so
hands.
much fun. But what's really fun is the fact that we all went into 3 different rooms. And so it's really hard to share your experience because it's like, oh my gosh, you guys, at one point we had to hold a mirror through the door and tell the other person where to put the hook to get the key. And he's like, yeah, but we had ping pong balls. It's like,
What they dropped from the sky?
And we were in a kindergarten classroom.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
so much fun.
That was great.
We even had golf in ours.
Yeah, we had a putt. We had a putt.
We had putt-putt golf.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
I was in
Donnie
the
had
right
to
room.
rock that thing.
Ace.
Nice.
Right in there.
Donnie let me try once, and we found out
We're like,
Tiger Woods is an
Donnie.
anomaly. He can get any of that.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
Router.
Oh, brother, man.
And none of us have been playing video games, right? By the way.
I played
Pokemon.
A little, yeah,
Pokemon.
Pokemon. And then I played a little Stick of Truth too.
Oh, there you go.
Early
I've been
morning.
playing with the Vita a little bit in bed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. What are
Yeah.
you playing?
Just run or two. I'm trying to get all the trophies, and I have to go through and I have to triple perfect every level in every world. So it's a slow. grind.
Good luck with that.
Oh, it'll happen. Just like that MGS5 play.
Ayo.
It's gonna happen.
Look at that.
It's
It's
gonna happen.
gonna happen sooner or later.
Looky, looky. Yeah, it's been great since we recorded on Wednesday. That whirlwind of us only getting 2 hours of sleep together. No, not together, but 2 hours. Of sleep.
Sure.
Whoa.
2 hours of sleep.
Oh, I miss Sarah so much.
We
Spooning in the
That's-
car.
That's right, man.
Spooning in the Yukon.
Spooning.
Spooning in the Yukon. All right, good.
Anywho,
Lord, it's hot.
yeah. So it's just been so much fun to have everybody here, and as people are trickling in, we saw Stancil and Gil, and this guy's just been just so much fun to hang out with, and just
And to
the
babysit.
And the yeah.
It's been nice to have a
with that. Just
babysitter.
go with that.
Yeah.
But
I do like how they get to use me as an excuse now. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
if you don't go to bed, Ed's going to leave.
and she goes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then and then Tim looks at me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm leaving, Piper, if you don't go to bed.
I'm like, Ed, right?
It's having a cosign on all
Oh,
kinds of craziness.
absolutely. He's co-signed now, and it works though. That's the weird thing. It
sure.
works. She loves it.
Yeah.
She's obsessed with him. I'm
You're gonna be in a
scared.
world of hurt next week when he's not here.
Yeah, just tomorrow it's gonna be a world of
Yeah.
hurt. So yeah, it's been great, and just being able to help set up and everything. Piper was here last night, and then the girls came and they were running around, and we're just having so much fun, and it's just. I'm just happy. I'm just having so much fun, and we're seeing everybody. Some we've seen again since 100, and it's incredible. So really, just been doing Costco runs and going to Kroger and getting cakes, and then getting another cake because my wife didn't like the first cake, and then it all worked out. Yes, I'm talking to you. We do
But
have
that second cake is awesome. So I'm just
yeah,
saying.
everything looks awesome. It's going to be amazing. We do have some special guests tonight. Our good friends that I talk about, Pauline and Pierre. They are the host and hostess of the Red Wine and Cauliflower Story. So they are here. It was Pauline that was giving me the Absolute and Cranberries, and it was Pierre that was giving me the bourbon afterwards, which did me in. So
Nice.
I thank you for that.
I like
and
it.
The whole community thanks you for that.
Yes.
My brother and they're driving back from Pennsylvania right now. I have to give a shout out to my nephew Liam. Hopefully they're trying to watch. Also our good friends Eric and Astrid, their son Jasper. Jasper, I hope you're watching. He commented on our YouTube channel.
What is this all of a sudden?
And
I'm just kidding.
I'm giving my shout outs. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing
Shout
that
out to
now.
the North Side because
That's right.
Pookie and them.
East Side.
Pookie and them.
So yeah, I mean, we're here. We're in the moment with everybody, having a great time, and I just can't wait to just hang out all night and talk to you and have fun.
Yeah.
How about you? Blacky weather update. Go.
Oh, I've been playing Overwatch.
There you go.
Been hanging with Gil and Stancil. It's been a good time. Gil is a beast at Overwatch, so I've just been trying to keep up with a brother. And it's been awesome. Like I'm finally like, I think I'm okay.
You're there?
Yeah?
You're there
Maybe.
now? Hallelujah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm about there. And so it's just been cool to see it all come together and do the escape room. We hadn't done that. I've never done that
Never done that
before.
before.
Yeah.
I'd
A
never
couple
done
guys
version of that
had.
either.
I know Matt
Lighties.
had. You guys did it last time you were in town. Q, you had did one.
Yep.
So I think everybody in their room had somebody that had done it before,
Yeah.
which was kind of nice. It didn't help the one room.
Uh,
Matt. Matt, you're supposed to say, look at the back of the picture. Dang it. Freaking Stancil.
yes. Yes, it is.
That's awesome. Yeah, man, I got to give a shout out to the wifey because I've
Yes.
been out and about these last 3 days, and she's been
Holding
holding
it
it
down.
down with the kiddos and letting me feel like it's not a big deal that I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, babe, I'll be home in like an hour. She's like, take your time. And then I take 2 hours, and she was like, I thought you said you was coming home. And I'm like,
I love your
well,
impression of Jenny, by the way. It's spot on.
Yeah, it is spot on.
It's just
Exactly
like
how
Remy
she
almost.
sounds.
Yeah, her and Remy have a very similar.
I thought you were going
So, but big shout out. I love you. You did awesome. this week.
Yay.
Thanks.
Our wives are
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah. Don't try to jump on mine.
I'm not.
I'm just kidding.
But if I know,
Can I get on that? Oh, yeah.
I kind of have to.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, that is did we miss anything? We've been hanging.
No,
We've been
hanging.
meeting people. Oh, we've got sorry for people watching the stream. We got everybody's shirts over here. I know some people didn't on the forum say their size, and so we have a few extras, so we want everybody to have one, but if we run out, I'm sorry. I told you to put it on the forum. Router,
Sir,
you got it?
I got it, sort of.
Just sort of.
I always have it, sort of.
Well, let's do it! Timothy Hall on the music, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Woo!
And he let us continue to use it.
I know, right?
Little do we know, we owe him like $75
Yeah, exactly.
With every play.
every time we
Okay,
play it.
so we did the new releases. I was trying to come up with something that we could do. So I came up with VG Charts, who's still snoozing, by the way. They're on their summer break.
That's what they do.
But they
Yeah.
did have a global top 10 games as of June 4th.
For
And
just this year?
Yeah, and it's already skewed, but at least we can because it was June 4th and we're July 16th now. But
It
it's
would
the
be
best
over
I
a
could
month
do. I
ago.
spent like 45 minutes just trying to find
Looking for
something.
something.
But
Yeah.
like all those, they don't really report the sales like right now, so it's a little tricky. But here we go. Top 10 global games as of June 4th. Number 10, MLB 16, The Show for the PS4. Number 9, Dark Souls 3 for the PS4. Number 8, Gears of War for the Xbox One. Number 7, here's a weird one, Far Cry Primal.
Yeah.
But hey, I'll take it. That's cool. Number 6, Fire Emblem Fates for the 3DS.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to make it feel like the actual podcast.
Right, exactly. Yeah, everybody just.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, I can see that.
Oh yeah. Number 5, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for the Xbox One.
Oh yeah.
Are
good
they sure?
times.
Good to-
Memories.
yeah,
Memories.
They're never sure.
I think they're guessing.
Here's where it gets weird because it says number 4 is Uncharted 4.
Lies.
Lies and lies. You are correct.
That is weird.
They could be somewhere in the top, 5 for
By
this
now, they're
year.
probably number 1.
Like, what did this family buy this year? Well, they bought Uncharted 4, but
Maybe.
they bought 2 copies of this other game.
Number 3 would be Tom Clancy's The Division for the Xbox One.
I'm done with that game.
Okay. Number 2, Call of Duty Black
Sorry,
Ops
guys.
3, which we're just going to keep saying that one until
What in the
November,
heck?
right?
What?
That game's not even any good.
4.8 million units.
COD Blops Trace. That's how you gotta say it. COD Blops Trace.
Blops
God,
Trace.
I thought Chris just had a fit
I
beside
thought
I
you
know,
had a
I-
stroke
yeah.
for a second.
I definitely thought that was a stroke.
Number 1, Tom Clancy's The Division PS4.
Nice.
Done with
That's
that game.
interesting. So
I'm done
Never
with
started
that
with that game.
I'm done with it.
he's done.
Oh
You're
my
not
gosh.
done. Are you done with it?
I never.
He
I
never-
played
oh,
the
you never
beta.
started
I
it.
didn't buy
Started
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
That's
didn't
right.
buy it.
That's right.
So, what would be news without Timothy Hall? Tim Hall,
Yes,
you want to come
sir.
join us for a
Timothy
second?
Hall.
Bro,
Yeah.
y'all give Timmy Hall
man.
a round of
OG.
applause.
OG
Yes.
of Married to the Game.
OG.
Do we need to slide over?
Yeah, sure. I can't slide over.
You're good.
And I can admit this: the best beard in Married to the Games.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
definitely
say
the
that.
best
I can say
beard.
that.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Come on in.
Come on up here,
in.
Pops.
It's cozy.
I
So,
realized earlier today that I've had a beard for like half my life now. So.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
so last time we heard from Hall, there was no baby yet. There was no Rogue One
It was
Hall.
literally right before the baby. That's the crazy part.
Right before.
Right before.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I was telling somebody earlier, Uncharted 4 like showed up, and then
So did Rogue.
right there. Yeah.
You ain't playing that.
Talk about Uncharted. Here we go.
Chapter 9, I guess.
Chapter
Now,
9?
That's good.
I've played about 6 hours a game since she's been born.
Nice. Nice.
Exactly.
Can't say much.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
How has being a father been?
Yeah, man.
Oh, dude, it's been amazing.
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I remember. So I think I listened to that episode, and you guys said, "Oh, he's gonna come back and he's gonna be like all happy or something."
Yeah.
If you don't see the video version, you won't get that.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
great.
That's funny. I think you're happier. You
Yeah,
sounded
yeah.
happier on the interview when we were
Oh,
talking.
yeah,
me and
yeah.
you.
Mhm.
That
You were
was
like,
great.
and then she's gonna be born like either on my birthday or right before my birthday.
Also,
like,
too,
who
it wasn't
is that?
5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's true.
True. True.
I'm kind of like Chris, except before I would get on the show, I had to have my cup of coffee.
That's
But
right.
Then after we would do the show, I'd have another cup of coffee.
Nice.
So
That's awesome.
I had to, man.
So what has been one thing that you maybe didn't see coming into fatherhood? Or has it all been the way you thought it was gonna be?
It's like nobody can really prepare you for the feeling that you're going to have when you're taking care of your daughter or your son.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things where, you know, people were constantly telling me like, oh, your life's going to change. And I just didn't realize how much. Like that's
Yes.
an amazing thing, really.
It's like you never knew that you would take a bullet for something so fast.
Exactly.
Like it's like,
Exactly.
wah! And you're like, I'd die for that. And I don't even know it yet.
Absolutely.
It could be a jerk.
And we got to know her so quick too. Like she had like a personality when she was in the womb, and she has a personality out of the womb. It's
That's
like
crazy.
You just kind of learn them, and it's just an amazing experience.
So we know for us, it was like we had Amara's name and Remy's name way before they were born. We had Amara's name before we even got pregnant. And I know you guys had Rogue's name pretty early on too.
Yeah, it was quite a while back.
Did it feel like she looked like a rogue?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And Krista even said she was having like dreams, like kind of trying to like make out her face, and,
Yeah.
and she said
wow.
like, "Oh, she
that's
looks like
interesting.
like I imagined or like
Oh,
I thought." So
That's the
that's
best.
cool.
That was not how
pretty
it was for
awesome.
us. We were like, I mean, Amara's still okay, right? I mean, she don't really look like an Amara.
We had Piper a few months, and we were like, well, if another name comes up, it'll be great. But
Really?
she came out, we're like,
We've got a window here. We can change it within this window.
I love it. Piper's great.
That's funny.
when she came out, we realized she had this thing that I have on my ear, like this little
A little notch.
Kinda like notch, yeah.
Yeah.
Except she has it the other way, so it looks kind of
Oh,
like
nice.
elfish.
Oh,
And
nice.
we took her to the doctor the other day for her first round of vaccinations,
Yeah.
which was
With-
heartbreaking.
Fun. Always fun.
Don't they look at you like, why are you
Why?
letting them do this to
and
me?
then
it hurts
they
bad.
give you like the most blood curdling
Oh, yeah.
scream ever.
Yep.
But the doctor was like,
awful.
oh, I love these little things on girls. They look like little elf ears, like the little notches.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I got one too. He's like, oh, yours looks cute too. It was pretty funny.
That boy watches a lot of
Yeah,
Lord of the Rings or something.
That'd been awkward for sure.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. All right, well, let's get into a little bit of news, shall we?
Yeah.
Chris McCracken, you want to kick us off? I think I know what you're going to talk about, and Donnie's going to be smiling the whole time. Unless you're talking about something different.
Yeah, I don't think you know what
Oh, okay, great.
He might be smiling the whole time, but I don't.
Oh,
Water down.
it's fine. Go ahead.
You get it right. All right, so I'm going to talk about Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh.
Yeah, because their next DLC,
Donnie's
which
not
is
smiling.
the Death Star mission. Yeah, see? You should
Shaking
have
his
He's
head.
like,
He's
yeah.
just
He's
shaking
like,
his
wait,
head.
Caleb, why did you lie to me?
You,
So their next DLC, which is the Death Star DLC, which is the one I've been looking the most forward to,
okay.
has a release window in
Lame.
September.
what?
Of this
yeah.
year.
Yeah, they said September of this year. They didn't give an actual date, but they are right now. Star Wars Celebration is going on, and today they're supposed to be debuting some gameplay of it. I don't know if it's already happened. It may have already happened, but who cares? Because we got made to the games 200, so
I
whatever.
mean, right.
Star Wars
Some
Celebration.
Priorities, baby.
Whatever.
Priorities.
But
that.
Death Star DLC, I'm all about that.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Out of
Is
all
it?
the DLCs, like Bespin and all of those, it's like I want to fight on and around the Death Star.
Is it like X-wing going in like the? Do we not know?
I don't know yet. They do say that there's fights in space, but I bet you'd be like, yeah, the Death Star's in space. You just calling it that.
It's called
So-
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Well,
So
It
we'll
better
have
be
to
in
see.
space.
Gotta be in space.
What the freak?
Yeah.
It's underwater.
This one takes place in northern Florida.
Okay, it is going to come
Billings,
with.
Montana.
It's going to come with new maps, new weapons, new star cards, and it says 2 new heroes, and one is a larger-than-life character we know you've been waiting patiently for.
Jabba the
Jabba
I
Hutt.
have
the
no
Hutt.
idea. Maybe Jabba, but that doesn't seem to make sense on the.
What's
Death
he going to
Star.
be doing? Like,
I don't know.
Moving his tongue around.
Yeah, just wiggling it.
oh, gross.
He just sits there and laughs at you the whole time.
That's
Yeah, that little
disgusting.
guy can be there.
They could be talking about the monster that was in the trash chute.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Rancor,
Maybe.
that'd be nice.
Oh, you know the name?
He just drops something on it. Then the guy comes out and cries.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you
that's-
ever see? I don't remember from the movie. Do you ever see more of it than just the what comes out of the trash?
I don't think so. I
No,
think you
he's
see
on
like
the
his,
inside
its
there.
spine kind of like through the water as it
Yes,
travels.
yes.
But,
Through the magic of CG, now you can.
Yes.
Probably.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can. Ed, did you bring something?
Oh,
You
I
called
brought-
something.
Yeah, and I brought it.
Let's hear it.
Why wouldn't I? I was stoked.
don't
I was
know.
sitting across the dinner table with Router early Thursday morning when Nintendo announced their new mini NES.
There's the smile.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, Donnie.
And that thing looks amazing.
I'm
It
very
looks just
excited.
like the NES.
That's the
Yeah.
best news ever.
And it's little
Yeah.
bitty, and
I'm
it's
not
got all those
sold.
preloaded
30
games. on- oh, it
games?
looks so
Yeah,
cool.
30 games preloaded.
I don't like it.
HDMI.
What?
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 What's wrong
Sorry.
with you?
I don't know.
You don't like
man.
the games, or you just don't like it?
Ga-
Boy, he's
Here's
got
the
you-
thing.
Donnie's
Yeah,
got
that's
you
my
pegged,
part.
boy.
This is the only reason I don't like it.
I already know what you're gonna say.
All
Do
right,
you?
Spill it.
Well, so 30 games preloaded, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. They say you won't be able to get on the internet with it. They're not adding to it. And so I'm
But
like,
it says that it has games that are on it that you can't get through the eShop.
that's
so
fine.
At least you got that. You've got stuff you can't get otherwise, right?
I mean, but the Retron exists.
Boo. I mean, really. Once I found out it couldn't take cartridges, I was sad.
You were
so-
done?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think,
So you're
it's
not
so small,
excited
I don't
about
think
it
they could
either?
even fit in there. I mean, it's a little bitty thing, right?
It's gonna sell.
I
like
thought it was a
hotcakes,
big,
though.
Yeah.
big thing. So
It's a great
At
price
first.
point. It's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
sell,
yeah.
and this is like
$60.
this is how
Yeah.
this is how people are gonna introduce games to their young ones anyway. It's perfect.
My
Yes.
favorite part
And
was
Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
yeah,
is
this
on
is
there.
definitely like the perfect kids thing.
Excite
own
Bike.
Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
Come on now.
No, I'm not saying I don't think they should have ever made it, but why make it to where it can't be added to at all? That's
so
what
that
I
they
don't
can
like.
sell a new one with more games.
Oh,
I don't
man.
know.
Come
Yeah,
on,
that kinda makes
Nintendo.
sense.
In a year, it morphs into the NX.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, this is actually. Yeah.
My favorite part though was watching people get angry about the games it didn't have. Like, oh, and it's like you didn't even know this existed yesterday.
Yeah.
Here's
exactly.
something
They get all
cool.
fired
yeah,
up.
it's just.
So, I didn't. How does it hook up? Is it HDMI?
HDMI.
It is
HDMI.
HDMI. Okay,
HDMI,
all right,
yeah.
cool.
yeah.
Which is
Nice.
perfect.
Coming out November 11th for $59.99.
That's a killer price point. It really
Yeah.
is. That's like that's a Christmas
It's a
present
stocking stuffer.
dream. Yeah. Get to it.
Oh, Chewbacca
It is Chewbacca.
is and Bosk
Oh.
are coming to
Alright,
Battlefront.
The bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Very
right,
cool.
guys? Bosk?
Yeah.
Me neither. I don't know either. Q.
You'd know
I'm
him
with
if you
you,
saw
Doc.
him. He hung out with Boba Fett.
Get out.
I don't know what he looks like.
Nerd alert.
IG-88.
So I'm not saying that the Nintendo thing is a bad idea. I just once I read that it was closed and nothing could be added, I was like, Donnie, are you excited about it? See?
Dang
What?
Our Nintendo guy is not excited.
Mr.
I'm
Nintendo.
vindicated. I'm vindicated.
Which timeline are we in?
Mr.
I'll say
Nintendo
it. What?
rejects it.
Step up to the mic, Donnie. Come up here, Donnie. You already own most of the
You own-
games?
okay.
Yes.
But I will say, you do get that sweet NES controller that'll plug into your Wiimotes and things. So I'd
Yeah.
almost
That
buy it
is
for the
true. I
controllers.
thought that was
yeah.
cool.
See, he likes
What?
something.
They're going to sell that separate. I'll just buy that by itself. No, they're not. They won't?
$10?
Oh, yeah, they were selling
$10.
that,
Sit
that's
down,
right.
Donnie. I'm just kidding. If Donnie's not excited, I'm definitely not excited.
Yeah.
I feel
Well,
okay
I'm
about
excited,
not being
so
excited.
there.
That
Are you
fits
gonna-
perfectly in my plan. Like, that's Rogue's first console.
I agree with
See?
that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sure.
It fits perfectly into my plan.
Perfect.
I like it.
See?
They made it for me.
Yes, they did.
Special
They call it
request.
Like, oh, we've
I
been
just
hearing
realized
about
we have a
Rogue.
time delay on our stream. Is that in case we have a wardrobe malfunction or something?
No, that's just because that's the internet I got to
It's
work
the
with.
interwebs. that
Yeah.
we have.
It's a long delay.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's the
I was
internet
like, we
I
were
got to
like
work with.
minutes in, and
Oh,
I
sure.
saw myself walking up. I'm like, oh yeah.
So it's gonna make it interesting on the
It's
question.
to prevent Ed
What did
from
you think of
cussing
your
so
walk?
much.
What did you think of your walk, Tim, when you saw it?
What's that?
What did you think of your walk when you saw it?
I think I need a new walk.
I didn't really have anything besides wanting to talk about. It's so hard not to talk. Like every story is Pokemon.
Yes, it is.
It feels like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who else playing it? How many people are playing it?
Does
Okay,
everybody think
that's-
it's gonna like drop
Gil.
off in like a week or two? No. What? It's not.
It's not going away.
Right. Okay. All right.
Not going away when? Not going away soon or not going away ever?
You think so?
What's a long time though?
Until the NX comes out, and then you can
Years.
Really? Years?
They've got enough ways they can take it that it's
more daily active users than what
Twitter.
now? Twitter now, and aren't they?
Facebook actually.
They
Not-
just beat Facebook.
Not more
daily
people signed
active
up,
users.
but yeah, active users.
It's insane.
That
Last
is
night
nuts,
when
man.
we went for pizza after our run through, the entire square of Franklin, just everyone, and all you saw were
Because there was like
lights.
5 of those
I thought
lures
that
going
that
on.
was to go to Mellow Mushroom. Like, there's a line at 9:30 to
Yeah,
get into
I
Mellow
thought-
Mushroom.
I was
no,
like,
it's
we're not
just
gonna get in
everybody
here.
playing Pokemon right there.
Yeah.
It was insane. Oh boy,
I don't know what that means. Add generation.
that sounds that sounds scary.
I've never
Add
played
generations.
a Pokemon before.
Do you think
It's like
that-
here's
I
a guy
haven't
from the
either.
old west.
Well, I was gonna say, do you think the reason it's successful is because they did just the original 150? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because literally, I played.
Sure,
Oh my gosh.
gamers are walking and getting exercise.
So-
now.
It's weird.
Exactly.
Yeah, Q,
No,
ask
you-
me. That's a great question.
Good question.
You got to ask Nintendo. So
Yeah,
you
Brian's
have
killing it.
to walk through it. I mean, you start with your trainer, and I let
I would
Toby's
say-
kids do my trainer. So I'm black with blue hair and
And I
blue
still,
eyes and blonde hair.
and I still look like a member of the LPGA tour.
Yeah, you do for sure. I saw
It's
that.
bad. I got like the visor and the blonde hair, and I'm ready to
So
hit the tour.
you turn on your GPS. It has a map of where you are, and you have this little circle that, what do you call it? Breathes
It's like a
from
radar
you.
kind of a thing,
Breathes
yeah.
in and
It
out
breathes
of
from
your
you,
body.
yes.
Yes.
It
Pulse-
pulses.
Pulse. Thank you. Pulse.
Thank you,
He's shaking his
Brian
head.
Walden. And then Pokemon pop up, and you click on them, and you try to hit them with the ball. and
You're
catch 'em.
capturing Pokemon the whole time.
It sounds awesome, doesn't
And
it?
all these different buildings and stuff.
Sounds
are-
terrible out
they're
loud.
Poke centers, and you like swipe them. They don't tell you any of this stuff. You have to basically go online and figure it out.
Or ask Donnie.
Every time we
Well, that's
mentioned Pokemon on the show, like I knew you guys were just like completely like. but
Yeah.
Now
Nothing
you
about
know.
No,
Focus
we know.
centers.
I
and
still don't
Pokeballs
know.
and
Never
all
knew.
that stuff.
Never knew.
Oh.
I
Now you-
haven't
now
done
you
a
know.
single battle because I don't know what I'm
I
doing.
heard that they changed it so it's not a turn-based battle now. It's like a swipe.
No, it's
It's like
basically a mash,
frivolously
swipe, and
mashing.
mash and swipe, and then once you win, then 2 seconds later somebody else comes in and beats you. So I'm not even doing that anymore.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm just.
Yeah, Stancil came and got the
You got the one.
one
gym.
behind my house. He was like, "Yeah, I got the one behind your house. Something to leave for you to remember me by." 5 minutes. Yeah, we pulled out. This guy's pulling in like, "Who just took my?" Walked up to the thing, beat Stancil's thing. And what
Yeah,
about
I'm
it? We
done.
literally
I'm done.
hadn't even taken the corner yet.
I'm done.
Okay, so out of the people that play or playing Pokemon Go, how many people played a Pokemon before?
Nice.
Just two
Yeah,
of you.
buddy.
Just the 2 of you.
Red
That's-
and blue,
Well,
man.
3, sorry.
Oh, you 3.
Well,
So
red,
you
blue,
going?
and yellow.
You're going? You're doing
What's that?
Pokemon Go?
No.
No.
I just, for some reason, I'm just not interested in it.
Wow.
I guess.
Yeah,
What-
look at this.
What is?
I like that Gil's clapping when we had Gil download it last night.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
like,
Gil
we've been
was the
playing
one
it for 48
At
hours
the
straight.
table the other time. Oh, I got another Rattata. Oh.
You're playing? You're not done? You're done? Yeah.
But
Honestly,
Honestly, being out is
Yeah,
two different
yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah.
Honestly, if they put just Pokemon Yellow or whatever on the iPhone, then yeah, I'd play
Okay,
it.
then you
but
play it. All right.
I don't know about it, man.
I just want to be able to log in.
I feel like I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's what
and
it
then
is.
I'll
I
give
feel
it
like
a
I'm
go.
one of the
I
only
just came
people
to
not
log in.
playing
So I'm
it,
like, you know
so-
what?
Chris isn't playing
No,
Okay,
yeah,
you're not.
Okay.
because he
I
can't. Yeah, he would otherwise. He's still trying to get Donald. You get Donald yet?
No.
Did
Oh, I
Somebody
didn't get
got
Donald.
Donald. Somebody got Donald the
I
other
got
day.
a-
And
Oh, yeah.
Find Dory Beluga
was it
whale.
you, Spence?
I have
And
an-
Q, you got Donald too?
I have
Oh,
an
Spence.
announcement. Last night we were at dinner. Piper's with us. We have the whole fam.
Yep.
I think it must have been MTTG
Mojo.
Mojo, that's the word I was looking
I
for.
know
I was
you
going to say Muju.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
That's a
appropriate.
kosher cow.
Boom. We get yes, it is. Well played. We and that's why there's a delay.
Oh, my
That's why
gosh.
there's a delay on the video. We get to edit. No, it's good.
Yeah, you better get that
Um,
one.
We got Officer Hops for Piper last night. It
Yeah.
was
Yay!
there, I think was the one who shouted the loudest.
Yeah.
Holy cow, we got Officer Hops.
He was like, "Oh yes." He leans back on things. He was like, "Oh gosh, oh." I was like,
Finally got
I was like,
Officer
"Someone get
Hops.
Tim a cigarette." He was like, "Oh, thank you, Lord, we finally got." Oh my gosh.
Now I can delete this.
Yeah, no, I don't have to play this ever again.
Sad thing is, I keep going.
Yeah, you've been to the mountaintop though,
I
at
have
least.
been to the mountaintop.
How's
so
the
Piper,
view?
Piper is thrilled, and the world is a better place. And now, of course, she wants some other character, so we'll try and get
Oh,
that.
of course, yeah. That's so funny. Watch Dogs 2 is gonna be 2 times bigger than the first Watch
Wow.
Dogs.
Yes.
2 times.
There
It's
goes
like,
your
I
holiday.
didn't play the first Watch Dogs, so give me a
Big.
compare it to another
Big.
game. Like,
Well, it's not like as big as The Witcher or something crazy. But it's
big
like
as
it's a big sandbox.
Assassin's
When you guys
Creed?
say it's a big sandbox,
Which
it was Chicago
Assassin's
last
Creed.
time, right?
It's Chicago. This is San
Chicago?
Francisco.
This is
Right,
San
and this
Francisco.
one's San
I
Francisco.
mean,
Yeah.
I did that in 40 hours. No, I did more than that. I, think
don't know.
It was. It's big, and there's
Yeah.
a lot to do.
Yeah.
That's
and that
the
was just
thing.
there's a ton of little side things to do. This could be like a Witcher 3 scenario. Maybe not as big, but it's
Right.
close.
Well, the only way I would compare it to Witcher is just because there's so much side stuff to do that you don't end up doing the story. Unless the side stuff. I didn't like the side stuff
I
in
didn't
the
like
first
some
game.
of it either.
But if the side stuff is better, then you're in trouble.
I just-
And it's 2 times bigger.
I thought it was weird that they're getting rid of, unlike in Assassin's Creed or Far Cry where you can go to the towers and unlock areas, which you did in Watch Dogs.
Yes.
They're not doing it in this one. And that's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then it opens up more missions for you to do.
Yeah, they're like, well, we listened to the players and we're not doing it anymore.
Did you guys?
since when
didn't
did you
listen-
to
I
the
didn't
players?
complain.
Yeah, there was no complaining.
Did you guys see the new parkour? The guy running. They did the thing.
No.
This is what it looks like.
Really?
It's
That's it?
super stiff until he starts doing the parkour. And then you're
that's
like,
funny.
oh, that's dope. And then it
Okay.
goes back to like this really stiff running. And you're like, why is he running like
did you
that?
do the mocap for that?
Yeah, it must have been me. Yeah.
Jumping into
I was like,
mocap.
what about this? Is this realistic?
It just reminds me of The Price is Right with the guy climbing up the mountain.
Yeah,
Yo, Lego.
Oh,
There it is.
I went over, Bob.
had to really get used to Drew Carey hosting that show, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I did not like him at first. I like Drew Carey, did not like him on Price is Right.
You like him now?
How you like me now?
But, I mean, nobody's Bob Barker.
Yeah, but you said it first, so I thought maybe you had warmed up to it.
No, it hasn't changed.
Oh, okay.
I just stopped watching.
Wait, do you watch The Price is Right?
Yeah, I used to.
Nice.
I love that show.
Nice.
Yole, yole, yole.
I think Plinko was my thing.
Yeah, Plinko.
Oh yeah.
You like that one? I don't like the no skills games.
Oh, okay.
Like the luck.
That's
just
the only way I
dropping
can win at something. No skills? Yes,
No
I'll
skills,
play.
yes.
So let me
please.
ask you this, just a quick question, because that's kind of a game. Would you be the $1 guy above somebody? Would you, Chris?
The jerk, you mean?
Yeah. Would you be that, Chris?
He totally
You
would.
definitely would.
If you,
What is wrong with
you played the game to win.
I know,
okay?
but come on.
Who's the big winner?
I don't know.
He's
I
a
don't
big
know. Win or go to hell. I don't understand.
Oh, come on now.
I'm just kidding.
I would be the guy that says $1 and didn't realize I wasn't the last one.
Dang it.
Yeah, exactly.
$2.
Paul,
Oh, man.
would you be the $1 guy?
That would happen.
Router?
I would totally do that.
See, here's my thing.
Okay.
I'm okay with somebody if everybody $700, $750, $800, $1,000, $1. I'm okay with that. This is what I don't like. $700, $800, $801, Bob.
Yeah, no, okay, I wouldn't do that.
801.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
that's
Come
a
on.
little cheating. I get it.
I don't like
805. I'll give you a little wiggle room. 805.
I could do the $1 by myself. I can't do the $1 more than somebody else.
Right.
Nice.
That's awful.
I love the games that they have where they like the setup and the sponsored products last
Right.
like what 2.5 minutes, and then they play the game and it's 15 seconds. All right, we're going to break.
Exactly. And right into
like,
break.
It's a
Oh,
commercial
man.
with
It's a
2
commercial
seconds
for
of
all the
game
products.
into commercials.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Hall, you said you've been looking at a little news a little bit or no?
Mainly that Nintendo thing. That
Sure.
was awesome. Here and there, like I looked at the E3 stuff, but
Anything
Yeah.
excite
What
you?
did you think of it?
yeah,
Anything
like I
tickle
mean,
you
I'm
under your
waiting on
beard?
games, but it's going to be like a long wait because it's like I just haven't played a whole lot.
That baby
So,
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Have you gotten anything else besides Uncharted?
I played a little bit of Phantom Pain, which I picked up not
And?
too long ago.
Good man.
Oh, I love it.
Oh.
It's a
Yeah,
great
he
game.
does.
Of course he
Yeah,
does.
it's a
Yeah, he
great game.
does.
What did
This
you?
is the good
It's
side.
good.
I'm just gonna ask you. What did you think about?
It's great because the cutscenes were so short, and I was
Yes.
like, oh, okay,
They
okay.
were.
And I had heard that about the game. I was like, man, like there's not like a lot of story. They just let you get going. So.
Nice.
Yeah. That's what
I
I'm
thought
excited
of you.
I don't know about that.
Did you?
Just kidding.
Are you gonna get the BioShock collection? when they announce
Yes,
that?
yeah,
I'm
I will
totally
get
gonna do
that.
that too. I
Yeah.
think. I don't
Some
think
more
these
yeses.
jokers want to do it, but I mean, you would do it for Infinite, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. I
But
want
I
Infinite
wanna-
by
Is
itself.
it how much? Is it $60 or is it more? Or?
It's 60 September,
60?
right? Is that when it's coming?
No, that's $60 is a little arrogant, isn't it?
It's 3 games.
For 3 games?
It is 3 games.
No, it's
remastered.
3 games.
You can't
They-
compare
on
it to Nintendo. Nintendo's like 30 games for
what,
$60. I'm
what
just
have
saying.
they been selling the triple pack on Steam for like $9?
Well,
I'm
there you go.
serious.
You're probably true. Yeah, with that
Yeah.
being
Yeah,
remastered.
that is
Yeah.
true.
Probably right.
But they can't bring out a remaster one for
The
$10.
last time I said a price was arrogant, I think, was when we talked about the iPad Mini, like almost 200 episodes ago.
The pilot episode.
I definitely thought
Yeah.
of you though. I'm like, oh, I bet Hall's gonna jump on that. I want to too.
Oh, I
'cause
will
I didn't
jump
play
on it,
1 or
but-
2, but I want to.
Dude, let me tell you, Nashville is like the best city for parents. Like, we've got Amazon here that does same day delivery on
Yes.
everything now.
Yeah.
And the Kroger down the road from us does this thing where you like order your groceries online, you just pull up and they put them in.
Isn't that
Oh,
crazy?
Look at that.
Dude, I thought like having a baby was gonna make shopping difficult, but now everything just comes to my house.
Oh,
I'm
that's
just like,
great.
that's
It's amazing.
awesome.
And we have a Netflix hub here. So
we
the,
do.
Oh,
the
yeah.
movies come in
The
and out of here
discs.
real
Yeah.
Really?
fast. Yeah.
If you're
Oh, you
old
mean
school,
like
and
if you
still
get a
use the
disc?
I
discs.
know, right?
Yeah, I was
Use
gonna
the
say,
disc.
what is he talking about?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Streaming
Faster
days.
streaming, I guess?
Sorry.
Sorry.
A disc?
What is that? Where do you even put it?
I can't go anywhere. The mailman is bringing me Clue later today, and I gotta wait for that.
Gotta be at the house.
I actually love that movie. It was
I do
Love that
too.
movie.
I do too.
That was a good movie.
Tim
Yeah,
Curry.
It was. Tim Curry's in it. Yep. It's good.
I don't trust y'all on movies,
yeah, you
man.
don't. You don't have.
What movie was y'all talking about earlier? Three Amigos?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's a good
Please.
movie too.
Show of hands, 3 Amigos.
Yeah.
Look
Okay,
at
most
there.
of the room
Look
is
at
raising
you.
their hand.
Exactly right. That's right. Hold it down. down. Hold it down.
He said he
Come
hasn't watched
on.
it. He hasn't seen it.
The
That's why-
cultural divide.
And you haven't
hasn't seen it.
You saw it? You haven't seen it.
I know.
Okay.
I haven't seen it either.
Well, that's why he couldn't vote. It's
Oh
because
my God, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I was telling the guys that on the road we have this huge cultural divide because literally half the band is black and half the band is white. And Toby got really excited and was like,
I already
you
know.
guys have never seen Caddyshack
Caddyshack.
before?
Yeah.
And all black people were like, what is a Caddyshack? Never seen Caddyshack before.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he's like, tells the bus driver to stop at a Walmart. And so we stop at a Walmart on our way
Like
to a
special
show.
trip for Caddyshack.
Special trip and go get Caddyshack, which they're still selling at Walmart. And we get it and put it in, y'all. That movie is not funny.
I wish I would have been there. I'd been like, dude, it's not good anymore. It's not funny anymore.
That thing does not hold up. We popped it in the DVD player, started it. Toby and the other white guys are smiling.
I'm all right.
I can't wait for this movie to start. We're all, like, okay, well, we'll give it, he does pay the bills. So, yeah. But you tell me, I'm not going to watch it.
You force that laugh. You're like,
And so it starts. I think we got, if I'm not exaggerating to make it funny, I think we got 15 minutes into the movie.
Man.
And Toby and them were like, okay, just take it out. Please just take it out. Take out the
It
movie.
got really awkward.
Oh,
real
it got
fast.
because we were looking at them like,
This is funny.
y'all are not for real about this, are y'all? So that movie does not hold up. So now my mindset on those kind of like
Right.
is like, there's no way Three Amigos is good. Unless you have this nostalgia like me with Final Fantasy.
Of course.
I get
Right,
it.
Of course.
Might not have been a good game.
Yeah.
I love that game.
There you go.
So it might be that. But Three Amigos, you think holds
No,
up?
I admit that there are movies that I loved when they came out that that just don't hold up. I think Three Amigos holds up.
I think it does.
We
when was
watched.
the last time you watched it, though? I haven't seen it. I'm one of those that likes it, but I saw it
Yeah.
a long, long time ago. I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while either.
I replay it in my head every time I'm waiting in line somewhere. That's how much.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't get that joke.
Quotes all the lines from it.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Stancil showed me Who's on First, which I had never seen.
And what did you think?
I thought that was hilarious.
Okay,
See?
good.
I
So
thought that was really
stuff
funny.
like
That's
that
very
holds up.
old.
It definitely holds up.
That
It's a
held up.
classic.
Yes.
Because we were talking about Laurel and Hardy, right? And he hadn't heard of Laurel and Hardy either.
Abbott, yeah.
Costello and all
I had
that.
heard of them, but I had never heard
Right,
of Who's
right,
on
right,
First.
right.
And so I'm trying to come to grips that Amara will probably never like The Matrix because I love The Matrix.
She will never like
and
The
it probably
Matrix.
won't hold up.
Dang
it.
Part one's
I
pretty
don't
good.
know. I watched
Part
that
one
not
is
too
I
long
know,
ago,
but
and
we
it's
love it.
pretty
I'm just
good.
saying. I don't know.
Lauren and
man.
I walked out of there going, "What was that?"
You didn't like it in the first
I
place.
didn't like it in the first place.
You didn't like the first one?
I liked it later when I saw it again on cable or something, and I'm like,
Oh my god.
I know. I constantly disappoint poor Chris.
Jeez, I saw
I
that
am in
movie in the theater
constant
and I was like,
disappointment.
that was the best.
I
I was in
know.
high school.
we
Me
walked
too.
out going, "Is this real life? Did
I-
we take a blue or a red pill? What was
I
that?"
went and saw it by myself. Like, me and a bunch of buddies were like, all right, we're going to go see this new movie, The Matrix. Looks pretty dope. And I'm a teenager at the time, like, women in leather. Just kidding.
I know, right?
And so we go to the theater, and all my buddies were like, y'all want to just go do something else? And I
Wow.
was like, wait. Nobody wants to go see this movie? They're like, no, we're just going to go to Brad's house or whatever. And I was like, shoot. I was like, well, y'all go to Brad's house if y'all want.
Oh,
I'm watching The Matrix.
You're gonna max the
I was
Matrix.
in the theater by myself. I thought it was incredible. I was with you, Chris. I was
Really?
like,
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
get him, Trinity, get him. Kick him in the chest.
I just hope Amara wanders around the house after she watches it and goes, I know Kung Fu.
And I'll be like, show me. She's already asked me. She already asked me if I could teach her to be a ninja. She said, Daddy, I want to be a ninja like you.
You can't teach that.
You can't teach that.
Yes, you can. Watch.
Okay. Done.
Show me.
I'll show her how to be a ninja.
All right. She'll be a great
All
ninja.
right.
Great
Anything else you guys want to talk about?
The only thing I saw was that Amazon in Spain accidentally posted the new PS4's price point.
Ooh. Wait, is this in euros?
Drum roll, please.
It wasn't euros, but it was converted to $449 US.
Okay.
That's
Weighing,
not bad.
weighing
Yeah.
about 4.5 pounds, and it was scheduled. They had it on as 13th of October.
Ooh.
Is when it was supposed
20
to.
what?
Wow.
2016 is when it was supposed to post to Amazon.
Oh, it was supposed to post.
Yeah, or make available for
Oh,
pre-order. or
shit.
whatever,
No.
so-
That won't ship for a while then.
$450. That's not bad though. We talked about it being really expensive.
So they're saying that's just when it was going to post for pre-order?
I believe so. It just said that's when it was scheduled to post. But then Amazon has been slowly taking all the information down.
They keep
So-
leaking
Well, of
all the
course, yeah.
information
So-
too.
Dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. No Man's Sky.
There's your topic. Discuss.
There you go.
450 is not bad,
Richmond.
I've already said I'm gonna buy it.
but it won't hurt as bad as what I'm saying.
Right, Stacey?
He's
That's
in.
cool.
I already said I'm getting it
Okay,
regard. Hey, right?
We're gonna get you some flowers.
If it's 450 and they do an upgrade program like they did on the, well, GameStop did it. I
Yeah,
traded in my
GameStop and
Vita
all
for
them
the
are going to do
3DS, the new
something.
3DS. Ooh, boom, baby. So if they have like a trade-in thing, I'll do that junk.
The whole thing that I'm more curious about is when is Sony gonna announce I don't know if they're gonna make a slim version of the PS4 because it's already pretty small. I mean, I'm sure they can.
Well,
but they've got to drop the price. Are they gonna
Microsoft
do
was the
it
one
at
that
the
came
same
out with
time?
a big old speaker-sized thing in the
Yeah.
first place.
But still, even I feel like at the very least, they're gonna drop the price of it. They can't continue to sell it for $300 and then this new one. I mean, they got to do something to entice people to keep buying the old one.
So you think
So-
the PS4s this holiday season are going to drop drastically in price?
If they announce the Neo and say like, here's a release date and it costs this, I expect same day.
We're gonna see deep
PS4 regular
discounts.
PS4 is now $200 or
yeah,
whatever.
could be two. Could you imagine $299? That'd be pretty
Oh my
nice.
gosh.
What's the price right now? $349, is it?
Oh, I think
think
it's
it's
still.
three-
The MSRP.
Oh, maybe.
It might. I don't know. It depends on where you get it. I think I've seen it for $300, but that could have been.
I've
like
seen it
a
on sale
special or
constantly
something.
for 300,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Right.
If,
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, what's the real price
450.
is.
Are you getting a
My brother might have to
terabyte
get
of
that.
storage? What do you get with it?
I don't know.
I don't know. We don't.
I'm trying to read
we don't know the
Jenny's face.
specs, right?
I'll just move my hard drive from mine into the
Well,
new one.
sure.
So.
You get 2 gigaflops? Is that
Giga-
right?
2 gigaflops.
That's what somebody
I
said
know,
something like
that's
that.
what- So
Or 4 gigaflops.
I don't freaking know, man.
That's a Russian diving move.
Or teraflops. Whoops.
5 pterodactyls.
4
With the
gigaflops.
Olympics so close, Ed, how dare
Whoops.
you?
Well, he performed 4 gigaflops. Very little splash.
Perfect 10.
would you get it at 450, the new PS4?
No, I'll stick with mine for now.
Also for
I will say I don't know if I'm gonna rush right out, but yeah, I'm getting.
To be honest with you, like I was like, well, you know, if they release the new one and everything's 60 frames, like that'd be kind of cool. But I was playing Phantom Pain and it's 60 frames and it looks great. So what's the problem?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why can't other
Yeah,
people
it's really not gonna
get
be
that?
for the older game.
That's what I'm trying to say.
for
Like
the
other
newer stuff. Yeah, yeah,
developers,
yeah.
like
I'm
I wonder
all-
why
yeah.
they haven't been able to hit that.
My rule on hardware is I always wait a year. Just because it will come down in price. A lot of the bugs are fixed by then. I do that with Mac and all the iOS stuff. I usually wait a year for everything on hardware.
Not me. It comes out. I want.
I know,
it,
you're
get
like,
it.
He's got a 10
Shiny!
outside.
oh man, 450.
That's a little.
I don't know. I might have to
I
get
want to
it.
know what Scorpio's gonna cost. I know it's a year away, but I want to know what it's gonna cost.
$1,000.
Here's the thing: Scorpio's gonna be better though, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be better than Neo. Yeah. So
I
it's
ain't
gotta
getting
be-
both.
So then it comes down to the games,
You know, maybe.
I think.
And if am I getting it for the VR on the PlayStation side of things? Because I'm not doing that. So
So
I can just stick with what I,
think
got, right?
w- with the Neo, aren't you going to have that VR extra thing anyway?
But if I don't get the VR, then I
Wait,
have to
wait,
worry
no,
about
but isn't the Neo already has that built in? Or
No,
you still have?
that's
I don't
not-
think
that's
so,
not-
yeah.
it's
They still
been
have to have
for a
the
while,
box.
but
So
that's
it's going to
never
be
been
pretty
said.
much
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same.
Same
Got it,
thing.
got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean,
We're
it
all gonna be
sounds
broke
cool. Why
this
don't we ask
holiday,
a
though.
game developer, Stancil?
Yeah, Stancil.
What should we do? Get them all.
This isn't Pokemon.
Are you saying buy the Amazon Fire console?
He has to say buy
He
the.
has to.
He has to say get it.
I don't know. I mean, I still, I like to have them all myself, but I mean, you got to go with where.
And
I
your
agree.
friends.
And
agree.
where your friends
I agree.
are.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Do you guys think that they're going to lock anybody out? Do you think that they're going to, even though they've said they're not going
eventually,
Eventually, yes, but in the I think the first year and a half,
They
2
can't
years,
for the first year,
every
2
game will be
years.
across both.
Right.
It's kind of what, if you think about it, the iPhones and the iPads, like they wait a couple years to lock,
Right.
locking
Bingo.
people out.
Q, what were you gonna say? Which is a great name. Yeah, but that's what
Well-
me and Chris talked about a bunch. Was like, man, you have this 4K streaming thing, but I don't have a 4K television. I won't be getting one probably anytime soon.
Me neither.
No.
Chris will.
Poor
There's deals on them all the time. I'm just saying, man. Sam's
When in
got some
doubt,
good deals.
always go with Chris.
When in doubt, wink at your wife. I think so, right? Golly.
I want one. I don't have one.
You don't have one yet.
It
The
isn't.
thing is, even if I get a 4K TV, it'll go in the living room, and I game in my office. So
Well, it's
I
going to
don't-
get
I'm
to
not
the.
getting two.
It's going to get to the point where in a couple years anyway, if you just buy a TV, it's just
Yeah.
It's gonna be 4K.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Do you have a 4K
It's gonna
television? Rob?
happen.
Nope.
Ed?
No.
I know you don't. Yeah, I know. But I just thought I'd give you the courtesy of asking you.
Thanks. Give me a T-ball. There you go, Ed. Hit the ball. It's all right, dude. I'm not good at sports. You don't have to.
It's all right.
The only 4K I have is 4 cases of diapers.
Oh, well done. Well played.
Oh my
Well
gosh.
played.
Dad joke.
That's a
Dad
great
joke.
dad
Hashtag
joke.
dad joke.
There's going to be a lot of dad jokes.
That's fine.
Exactly.
We're right there with you.
Well, you know where to find us. Facebook.com/Married to the Games. Twitter.com/MTTGcast. Of course, you can come check out the website, marriedtothegames.com. YouTube.com/Married to the Games. And Hall.
Oh, I forgot. Rate us on iTunes.
Yeah. Come on,
had to
baby.
know that was
Come
coming.
on, baby.
Well done.
I had
sir.
no idea.
Well
But see, didn't I succeed? Did everybody rate us on iTunes yet? Can we stop saying that?
No,
we
you have to
can
keep
say
saying
it.
it. Yeah, gotta keep saying it.
Oh,
Rate us on iTunes because it helps us in some weird way that we can't understand.
boom.
There you go.
There you
All
go.
right.
I was not ready for that.
I got to see that live. I love that.
That was
Going back to the original.
Oh, it's robot dancing. My car.
What was that?
We need to talk about these performance royalties, by the way.
That's right. Oh yeah, you definitely got a chunk.
Gosh. That was amazing.
That was great.
That was good enough to not have to sing the question song.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. That.
So, as we said, we have a live mic here for questions. We have the stream going with questions. Stance will be reading those to us. And we've
It's a
got
little delayed.
It's a little delayed, so get on it.
Uh-oh.
And Routers got some
Let
questions.
me read a few from earlier this week.
We can start there. Heck yeah.
Let's start there. Let's start Facebook. Mark Boucher. First off, congrats on 200 episodes. Secondly, what's your favorite funny sounding word? Examples are words like foible and hullabaloo. And go.
I have a favorite, but I found out like when I was like 25 that I don't pronounce it right, so I don't know if I can count it. But it's pamphlet.
Oh, for pamphlet?
Pamphlet.
Yeah. Somebody was like, "You mean pamphlet, right?" I was like, "No, I mean pamphlet, like the things you look in that
I used
people
to think
hand
the
out."
same thing.
And people are like,
Really?
"That's
Yeah, I did.
pamphlet." I was like,
I never saw it written, and so I just heard people say it, and I'm like, oh, that's how you say the
"Yeah,
word.
pamphlet."
Yeah.
I love that word,
Good for you.
pamphlet.
Chris, what do you got?
Did it have to be a real word?
I don't think so.
Mine's not apparently.
Favorite funny sounding word?
I like squiggly do.
Or narwhalio.
Another one, actually one that's a real word that I like, but not because I find it funny, just because I like to harass other people. People who don't like the word moist, I like to say
Whoa.
Sorry.
Alrighty.
Sorry about that. 'cause
Aaron
you're
knew
really
we were
nice
going
person,
already.
but still.
She
Yeah.
literally
Man.
ducked.
Learned
Whoa.
the same way. Aaron just almost threw up.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That was amazing.
Yeah,
that reaction is just, it can bring people down.
yeah.
just like
That's
that.
one of our good buddies' last names.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's good to know we have that power over the people here. That
I know.
At any point we could say it.
You know what's funny with him? He has no idea why it feels weird to people.
Yeah.
We're like,
'Cause he's
I mean,
used
you
to
do
it.
know that word's like a little weird, right? He's like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's
He's
because
had
you're
it his whole
crazy.
life.
You said his name the other day, and I thought you were joking. I was like,
No,
"That's
I
not
wasn't
real."
joking.
Nope.
Edward,
I just like the sound of shenanigans.
Oh man, you took mine.
I
Really?
like that. That
love-
was yours?
I love shenanigans.
Really?
Shenanigans sounds good.
Halsifer?
Oh, I was going to say I couldn't wait to hear Ed's answer, so I'm glad I did.
'Cause you,
All right, there you go.
But I was going to say, no, in high school we had to do some research.
What is happening here?
I'm delayed, like the feed.
He hasn't been on the show in a couple months. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give him a break.
Yeah, I can't think on my feet at all
Yeah,
right now.
exactly.
In high school, we had to do some research on the federal labor something, and there was a guy named Samuel Gompers, and I couldn't believe his name was Gompers.
Gompers, that's a good
That's
word.
like that.
That's a good
Here you
one.
go.
I
We'll
like
go
that.
with that one. Gompers.
okay, moving on, we've got Joseph Grimm. Happy 200. I don't have a question, but from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you to the 5 of you. More than you know, you have been there for me through many of life's ups and downs. Listening to the interview with Bradley C., while I had pneumonia, to the countless times my wife was in the hospital with serious illnesses, not to mention cancer, and with my gallbladder removal surgery, to just past this week, just this past week, my fight with the clothesline pole while mowing the lawn. Spoiler alert: the clothesline pole won. Boy, we need to just pray for this guy
Dang,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. Let's get some holy water out.
Yeah.
Sprinkle on a brother.
I can listen to the podcast and help take my mind off of rough times. P.S. Just so you know, thanks to the Lord, my wife is well and in remission. Awesome, Joseph.
There we go.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Great.
That's awesome.
That's
Thanks
awesome.
again, and God bless.
Yeah. Thank you for that. That's very sweet.
That was awesome.
Is this how you do this every week?
I don't print them out. I
But
usually
you
have
write
them
it like
on my-
that? Like
Yeah.
hashtag.
It looks like a
hashtag
press
Facebook?
release.
Yeah, that's just,
It really does.
doesn't it? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Let's move on to Twitter. Mo at Coach
Coach
Hulk.
Mo.
Coach
Yeah.
Mo.
Mo.
Coach Mo. We love Coach. What was the last game you played that was so good you just had to talk about it after beating it, even with people who don't care?
Man, that's
Come on.
all of them.
Say it.
I mean, any game I beat, I want to talk to about with people that don't give a crap. Starting at home.
Booyah.
It's not a dig on my wife. She just don't care enough about video
No,
games.
exactly.
I'm like, you don't understand though.
No.
It was his brother the whole time. And she's like, whose brother? Never mind, babe.
I just don't even tell Lauren because she just rolls her eyes. She's like, oh, forget it.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, Christopher.
For me, it's The Last of Us, but I don't
Oh,
think
you're
I
dancing on the stream.
Yeah, I don't think I actually did. I don't think I actually did tell anybody, talk to anybody about, because I knew there wasn't anybody that was really gonna care. So I was like,
It's the roughest
Yeah,
hobby, man.
man.
yeah.
Golly.
I mean, online you can say something on Twitter, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Edward.
Probably Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who'd you try to talk to about it?
Everyone. What are you doing, Ed? Oh, playing this awesome game. It's a great story. It's really cool. Oh, really?
Halsky.
Yeah. Playing games. BioShock Infinite for sure.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah.
Well played.
Dang
Yeah.
it, that was a good one. I wrote a song about that.
Yes, you did.
Jason, do you have something?
Got a question from Brett T. Bowden.
Oh,
I
Brett,
see you,
your
Brett.
people are here, man.
Bowden. No,
Bawden.
Bawden.
Yeah, your
Bawden.
people are here. Where you
I
at?
see you, Brett.
I think he said he's exercising or something crazy.
So he's got kind of a comment and a question. He says, congratulations on 200 episodes. For the first time in my life, I don't feel ashamed to be a gamer. I brag to everyone I meet about being a member of this great community, the community that you guys have created. Because of you, I've been able to explain that gamers are so much more than old nerdy guys who hide out in their parents' basements eating pizza and drinking Mountain Dew.
But the majority of us, you know.
We still do that.
True to this day.
Cancel the pizza and Mountain Dew.
No, I just got pizza. Cancel the pizza.
He said it's a group of compassionate, open-minded, caring people that support the broader community through service and integrity, and I've learned that from you. It's hard to think of a question that's appropriate for episode 200, so let me simply ask this. What do you think sets our gaming community apart from other communities? Thank you for the laughs, the memories, and the games. Here's to 200 more.
Oh,
Gosh, man.
Thanks, Brett.
Thanks, Brett. That's awesome.
Wow.
I think the love. I think like
Yeah.
we decide. I think too. We decide to be positive about it over wanting to always pick out the bad things. Not that we won't ever complain about something, like I went off about the Nintendo, but I think that we want to be a place of escapism a little bit, and so even when rough stuff is going on, we don't have to add to the noise of the negativity.
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of it, I think, is just mutual respect. We have something in common. We love games, so we talk about it. And I just, my first multiplayer experience was Destiny, and I played with you, sir, and you and a few others. And that was the first time I actually felt like, wow, this is actually really cool, because I'm not a multiplayer person at all, because you usually have some 12-year-old cussing you out. But this
That
community is just spot on, super respectful of anybody who wants to come in, no matter what race, creed, color, religion. And I said that last week, and it's totally true. We've just built a great group of people.
Mm-hmm. Christopher?
I like that we can have differing opinions, but it doesn't mean like it's going to end up in, come to virtual blows or something like that.
Yeah,
'Cause
man.
just because I think one way and you think another way, it doesn't mean like I've got to make sure you're wrong. It's not like that. We can be
Yeah.
like, well, this is what I think, this is what I think, and then it's open, and people are open-minded to the other side because they're really open to saying, okay, well, just because I feel this way, maybe I'm not right. Like, give me your perspective. Oh, okay, now let me go try this or whatever. I like that about our community.
Eduardo?
Sarah has a saying she says all the time, like attracts like. And the kind of person you are, that's the kind of person you'll attract. And so I really I give it up to these three guys right here who started it all. And people attracts like, and you guys are amazing people. And then, oh, wow, look at this. Amazing community out here. And so I think it's just, because you guys decided we're going to do it like this, we're going to do it this way, we're going to keep it positive, here we are. I think that's what it is.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Halsky, you were kind of a part of forums and things like that before. I never was. This was my first time being involved in a community like this. What do you think?
I mean, I haven't really seen any trolls. We've seen our share of like spam.
Yeah, that's typical.
Not like
Sorry about
not
it.
like people just like jumping in to like ruin somebody's day all of a sudden.
Subscribe
You know
to
what I
my
mean?
channel.
And honestly, like every time I play with people from the community, it's like the same thing. Like we all get along and everybody is kind of just like chatting and having a good time, so.
I think too. I think we maybe because there's no underlining like agenda and we're really here for the games. I think that might be a difference too.
Well, that's kind of why we started the whole thing, is just because we really liked games and we were like,
We had zero agenda. We were like,
Yep.
yeah,
we
we were
love
like,
games.
we
Let's
don't even
talk
care
about
if we
them.
get any listeners. It was Ed for like
Ed,
the first 10
listener.
episodes.
We got a question
So-
from Ed. Again.
Question from Ed. Question from
Question
Eduardo.
Ed, Eduardo.
Question from Eddie Daniels.
Eddie
Yeah.
Daniels.
They'll never know it's me.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a good question.
I've got one real quick because this is a good one. Keyshawn Ramos at Keishadilla. When typing MTTG into YouTube, I found a rap group of the same name. If each of you had a rap name, what would it be?
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty legendary.
The Chubby Ninja. I think
Well,
I'd have to
you'd
stay with
to
that
be
one.
yeah.
I could do that.
Anyone?
Halsky.
Halsky.
It's gotta be.
MC
Halsky.
Halsky.
There you go.
Yeah,
MC
yeah.
Halsky.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's got
I
a ring
want to
to it.
change my PSN name to like Halsky or something.
When are they gonna let us do
No,
that?
It's
Yeah.
never going to happen.
Stansel, can you talk to somebody, man? What is the problem? Golly.
Ed, what about you?
I'm going with MC Edsher.
Edsher. Edsher.
What does that mean?
Hashtag art love.
Nice.
Sweet.
There's an artist, MC Escher. He drew hands, drawing hands.
You've seen his stuff.
Yeah.
The
I've
stairs
seen
that
MC
always go
Escher, yeah.
down but are in a loop.
Okay. I know what you're
Oh,
talking about.
okay. That's deep.
No idea what he's talking
My rhymes are deep.
Yeah, exactly.
about. Chris?
Looked at you. Did you read it on a pamphlet? Shoot.
Come on, Doc.
I don't know if this is good for a rap name, but people used to call me this all the time growing up. They used to call me McCrackinator because, and that already has the
That's
MC
pretty
at the
good.
beginning.
Yeah.
So
McCrackinator.
we're gonna go with that, McCrackinator.
I love it's the shrug. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
They called me McCrackinator.
but it already has the MC, so all right, that kind of fits.
That's true. The
MC
MC
Kraken.
is built in. The MC is
pretty
built
good.
MC Kraken. I would go the little route and just go like little T or something.
in. Lord.
Oh, I thought you were saying
Little
little
T.
route.
Little T.
Or little route. I could do that too.
Little
I'll
route.
be-
You
I'll
usually
be-
go paper route.
I'll be little T.
Oh my gosh. So bad.
Yeah, it's horrible.
You are
Yeah,
here.
go.
You. Jason.
So Kyle Hall, Marvel Zombie 616.
Oh, yeah.
Tim's cousin.
Yeah, there you go. Says how?
Maybe.
I don't know. How does it feel to look back from episode 1 to 200 and see how this has grown?
It feels incredible. I mean, we went from a small little couch in Toby's studio to this. Like, we're already saying in 300 we want to get the theater. Let's do that. Let's try.
Yeah.
Let's try and make that happen. But it's
saying
it's pretty amazing the fact that we've been so consistent, and we have such a consistent community too. It's just gonna. I think it's just gonna keep building and building and building. That's all I want it to do. Is just have a community that's that good and that respectful that just keeps building up to show people, hey, we love what we do, and we're not gonna judge or cuss out anybody, and we're just all gonna be cool. That's
Can we
what
be
we're gonna
cool?
We're gonna be cool.
You know what's funny to me is the timing of us doing the YouTube, when we accidentally spammed the YouTube with all the episodes. And then me and Ed went back, and Ed put them in order, and I added the thumbnails to a bunch of them, and he added the thumbnails to a bunch of them. And just seeing the old titles
Yeah.
was
I
like
loved watching
a
some of those
blast
old-
from the
those
past.
old memes.
I was
felt
like,
like they were.
oh my gosh.
It felt like forever ago too that we did that.
Yes,
The first
like
one,
Commander
remember?
On and black hand model and
Blowout.
what's that?
Blowout.
Yeah, blowout with the
Let me tell you
diaper.
about blowout.
Yeah, he's got blowout down.
I got blowout
He's
stories
got
now.
blowout down. But what was it? Arkham Oranges was the first
Yeah,
like,
Arkham
goodness.
Oranges.
meme that I actually did for that, and that was
Yep.
it was so much fun going
Oh,
through
that's
those.
great.
I was like, oh, that's classic.
The narcoleptic tiger
Narcoleptic
claw.
Tiger Claw, still a classic.
Dang it.
Still a classic.
There was so many good ones. I was just looking through them as we were rearranging them. I was like, this is crazy.
Great, man.
That we've done all these.
I told Gabe I wanted to come up with some sort of game where we list 4 of the episode titles, but one is fake, and you have to figure out which
Oh,
one
yeah.
is the
Oh,
actually.
why did we
That's
do
pretty
that?
good.
You didn't say that to me. That must have been
That's pretty
somebody
good.
else.
He
I would've
said
said,
it
let's
to
do
me.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it said
It was
it's a
great.
router.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. It was great.
Shoot, that would have been a good game.
I know, right?
It's
Anybody
too
else
late
for that
now.
question?
What do you think, Chris, as you look back over your 3 months? I'm just kidding.
Over my 3 months. I mean, I've had the fortune to be like, it's a little bit nuts that I'm on this stage right now. I mean, because
it's awesome.
100 ago, I was
Nuts
out
with the
there.
shell or nuts without
Yeah.
the shell?
Do what?
Is it nuts with the shell or nuts without the shell that you're up here?
It's nuts with the shell.
Eduardo.
And lots of water. Yeah, but it's crazy, and because I have always been in love with this community since I found them at episode 30, around in the 30s, and just get to know a lot of these people and spend time with these people in real life and on the internet, because that's real life to gamers, really.
Yeah,
I mean, if
yeah.
you think about it. And then when it transitioned and I kind of got brought on, I was like, I don't know. I mean, is this going to go well? Is it going to be weird? Like for me, for other people, you don't really know what to expect. And then everybody's just been welcoming.
Oh, he did
And
great his
that's
first
insane.
episode.
Oh
don't you
yeah,
think?
and
think he was
I
great.
knocked it out of the park that first one, man. I tell you what,
We're trying to
Chris
get
Kraken.
I was born for this.
we're trying to get him back up to that level now. That's-
yeah, exactly.
No, you did great, man.
That was
You did-
awesome.
It's
You did
just
totally
been
fine.
absolutely amazing, and I can't wait for where it does go. Where 300 is going to be nuts.
It'll be
with
awesome.
shells.
Has anybody listened to all of them? Anybody here? No.
Wow.
Jenny.
Jenny races.
Jenny's listened to like half of 3. Jenny's maybe listened to 1 complete total. A piece of this one, a piece of this one, a piece
Lauren
of that
listens to like the first part of it, and then she snoozes when we start talking games.
one. That's okay.
Well, Piper loves to talk about.
That's a lot of you guys have listened to all of them. Golly.
That's awesome.
I need to go back and listen to the first one just to see what it's like.
You probably shouldn't.
Oh god.
Probably. Is it
I
bad?
know, I know you, and even I don't think
Oh.
it's even.
My skin
no
will
matter what
crawl.
I think, you're gonna be like, okay, guys, let's huddle. We need to talk about
That was terrible. I think the first episode was it like 45 minutes?
Yeah, that sounds about right. It was
Yeah.
pretty close.
It's pretty short.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
short.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
definitely shorter than
It was short.
It was 'cause
No
it was the
musical
third-
breaks.
It's because
Yeah.
it was the 3rd time we had done it. We had dude,
right.
the pilot 3 times.
Three
You guys didn't hear the
times.
first 2 times.
3 times.
I don't remember.
man.
It was like an audio issue on one, and we were trying to get the lag under control.
Yep.
And
Back when weren't we using Skype?
I
for
think we
that?
were using Skype.
I don't know. We
first.
were so young back then. I don't remember.
It is kind of weird. We were talking to we kind of marked this thing by the hundreds, and so 100 we had a thing, 200 we had a thing, and then we were over at Stansel's and we were talking because they got like a friggin' ballerific
You
Airbnb
guys-
down the street.
You guys got the best.
So
right
these
there.
people rent out the top of their huge 4,000 square foot house, and then they live on the, I guess it's the 2nd floor really, because they have bottom floor, and then and so they rent out the top, and the top is very nice. Well, Stancil and them show up this week, and the cleaning lady's there, and they're like, "Oh hi, we're here for the Airbnb," and she was like, "Okay," and they're asking her questions. And they get around to talking about the family that's there. And she was like, "Oh, don't worry about them." And they're like, "Why?" It's like, "Oh, they're out of town." So they get this whole house to themselves, and it's freaking
Wow.
incredible.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We was up in that piece.
Beautiful.
Like house party. Duh, duh, duh. Let the boys be boys.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody. I got one more question. It's an email from Travis Pospisil.
Heyo.
Congrats on reaching 200. Your dedication to this show should get you that platinum trophy.
Heyo.
My question for this very special occasion is, can Ed's show name for this day forward be Peanut?
Peanut.
I think it speaks for itself. Pretty please. Anyways, here's to another 100 episodes. I will make it to the next one for sure. Have fun, my MTTG family.
Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut.
Mr.
Yeah, because
Peanut's
when I think
good.
of Peanut, I think of who's the comedian? He's the ventriloquist, and he has the pink
Yes.
puppet. And that
Jeff
Jeff Dunham.
Dunham.
That
Dunham,
character's name is
that's right.
Peanut.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Which
Yeah.
one is that? The crazy guy.
Crazy
Peanut.
green haired. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Travis, we're
Yeah.
not making any promises.
But I like Mr. Peanut. Mr. Peanut seems
like
more
Mr.
dignified, actually.
Wear a
Oh,
bow
it's
tie now.
But exactly, you need one monocle.
A monocle.
But what I was gonna say about marketing at the 100 and 200, the weird thought is that in 2 months we'll be 4 years old.
Yeah,
And
that's crazy.
Crazy to me. It doesn't feel like 4 years. Feel like 4 years to you, Hall?
Yes.
He hasn't had any sleep since May, so yeah.
What does it feel like to
Gabe
you?
called me the other day, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm tired."
I'm good.
What does it feel like to you?
I don't know.
I think it feels
Does it feel
like
longer or shorter? I feel like it feels shorter. Like the
I don't
time
know,
is just going
man.
by. Like even today,
feels
we've
like it
been
has
so,
gone
We've been
fast,
so
yeah.
hyped
Yeah.
about today, and it's like I'm looking at my watch and I'm like, holy cow, it's this late already, and we're like, what?
that's nuts.
Because we were preparing for this
I
for
don't
so
know.
long.
I mean, I guess it feels like 4 years. I don't know, man. It's just weird to say this 4 years. It doesn't seem like it should have been that long.
Yeah.
When you
No, I
market
get
at
you.
1
I
and
get you.
200, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Feels like, oh, we're
Yeah.
2 years old, you know?
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah. Nuts.
Jason?
Yeah, hit it.
And anybody else down here?
Yeah,
don't
step
be shy.
up to the mic.
Step up to the microphone, snatch it out of Jason's hands.
So from the stream,
Like
Josh
you guys should have done
Oakes-
with that Matt or whatever that artist thing earlier today. Take it from him. You got
I'm
out
gonna
of the
drop
room.
this mic and I'm gonna walk. I'm done.
Don't rub salt in the wounds, buddy. Don't
Yeah.
rub salt in the wounds.
Josh Oakes asked, Gabe, why are you a bad person? No, he actually asked.
That's good.
He actually asked, following up to the discussion earlier, if you could put one NES game that's not on the NES, then, since you're concerned about not being able to add more to it, what
Yeah.
would that be?
I don't know if I have one that I haven't even looked at the list. I don't know what's on there, but I know that they're not at. You said you're not getting it either.
It's a really
I just don't like it.
it's a really good list, Gabe.
It is a good
Is
It's
it?
a very good list. Yeah.
I have it.
They even got like some third-party titles in there. So, and they
All right.
picked like the best ones. Like they got Mega Man 2, like the best of it.
Let me bring it
So-
up. Here are the 30 games that are going to be on there.
All right.
Went to a Donald Trump story. Hold on.
It's gonna be huge.
That is shame in and
Yowzers.
of itself, yes.
This console is not huge.
Balloon Fight, Bubble Bobble, Castlevania, Castlevania 2, Donkey Kong,
That's awesome.
Donkey Kong Jr.,
That's awesome.
Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, Dr. Mario.
Hey.
I see you, girl. I see you back there, girl. Yeah, might have to buy it, she says. Excite Bike.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very good one.
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. Sorry, it started. All the other.
I can
sentences
see the
started with that.
screenshot and I can tell what
What
it
the heck?
is.
Final Fantasy, the first one. Galaga.
Sweet.
What is that?
Is that Ghouls and Ghosts?
Ghosts and
Ghosts
Goblins.
and
Or
Goblins.
Ghosts and Goblins, that's right.
Gradius. Why am I reading this? Ice Climber. Kid Icarus. Kirby's
is.
Adventure.
Kirby.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers. That's not Super Mario Brothers.
No, it's
Mario
it's
Brothers.
Mario
This
Brothers.
is Mario Brothers.
Mario
Okay.
Mario Brothers.
Mario Brothers. Mega Man 2. Metroid. That's great. Ninja
Gaiden.
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 I have it for the arcade, but I don't have it on that. Pac-Man. Punch Out.
Punch Out would be great.
Star Tropics. Super C, which is the sequel to Contra.
Yeah,
That
it's
should be
weird
my
that
rap
they,
name.
they should have put Contra on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one.
There's one for sure.
Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers 2.
Your favorite.
Dang it, man, that game. Noki,
Actually,
Noki's Adventure. Super Mario Brothers 3, which is amazing. Tecmo Bowl. I think we're in agreement. Like Super Mario 1, 3, and Super Mario World might be the best games ever to ever be made ever of all
There you
time.
go.
Tecmo Bowl, The Legend of Zelda,
Boom.
and Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. Not so good.
Yeah.
Not so good.
Don't play that one.
Yeah, but they didn't have to do any licensing to get that one. So.
Right. I tried playing the original Zelda, and that game is tough. I don't know how I would have done that as a child without graph paper and making
Pretty
a map.
much.
Right?
Making a
Is that
map.
what you would have had to do?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right? You did? Is that how everybody had to do it, graph paper? Yes. He just
Yeah, that's the truth, man.
He
I
just
mean,
never
like
had
you
it.
would play,
kind of
you
just
would,
figure it out.
yeah, you'd play a game for a year.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah.
So, okay, off that list, what game? I mean, you guys know I just bought Mousecapade, the Mickey Mousecapade, and Legendary Wings, which I love that game. So those ones I would have added, as well as whichever Contra. Why not have Contra on there? Why have Contra 2?
Original Contra.
Or Double Dragon or Bad Dudes?
Well, no, they
Double
had.
Dragon.
Oh, don't get me started. Track and field.
Get down. Get down. Get down. It's all good, brother. It's all good.
Understand
Need
what
some
they're
water.
doing.
Need some water.
Golly. Good question.
Master Blaster. Where's Master Blaster?
Master Blaster.
Crystalis?
Bump and Run. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That is
the
a
arcade
missed
game.
opportunity
Hey.
there.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Not
Yes.
Mike Tyson's
Yeah,
Punch
not
Out.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
should have
that's not
done
gonna
Mike
happen.
Tyson's Punch Out.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
That one too.
Man.
Whoever was asking. That's TKO.
We all need to buy it though, so they make a Super Nintendo one.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I'd buy that one. Well, no, I wouldn't. I have a Retron. That's why I don't want to buy this one.
All right. Well, how much is a Retron?
A lot more.
Okay, there
Yeah.
you go.
Oh, there you go.
But it plays Genesis, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Famicom.
Okay.
Good luck
Game
getting
Boy
broke
Advance.
buying all them cartridges.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have
exactly.
fun with that.
I don't know where I'd put
I'll
that.
take my $59 mini.
Exactly. Jeff Swan.
Mr. Jeff Swan.
Which question do you want? You want something about your family,
Ooh.
about MTTG, or something about gaming?
We'll take all three of them.
Yeah, man. You're prepared, so
I
we'll
know,
take
right?
all three.
Yeah.
This is
like,
Jeff.
how
Jeff
would jump
Swan was
in.
prepared last time.
Yes, he was.
So let's see here. If it hasn't happened yet, what do you think would make it happen? And if it has happened, what was something nerdy or gaming related that you did that made your wives say, "All right, that's enough.
That's good.
gosh.
That's good.
I know.
Calm it down."
Pokemon Go. She has this look of disgust every time I play it. And now I'm roping Piper in as kind of like to help lighten the nerd load. And she loves it because she'll try and catch. Of course, she uses all of my Pokeballs. Again,
seriously.
doesn't sound right. That is exactly what she says. So
Do you hear yourself?
I'm
Do you
done
hear
even
yourself?
talking about it with her, and
my-
that's exactly right.
My wife has been obviously very supportive of this whole thing, or I wouldn't be able to do it. And I had gotten this bookshelf, and back a couple years ago, I had a guy named Mike come to a show, and he worked at Valve. And to say thank you I brought him backstage and did the whole thing with him and his family, and got him tickets. And to say thank you, he sent me a signed gun from Portal, like the life-size gun that you could put your hand in, and had the whole team sign it.
It's
right?
amazing.
It shows up. I don't know what it is. I'm like, what did Mike send? Oh my gosh, I'm ripping it open. And Jenny's there. And she goes, oh gosh, why? Why would they send something like this? So we work it out. It's fine. And she's like, okay. And then we move to this new house, and I get this bookshelf, and I set the portal gun up on it, and I've got my Cole McGrath
Cole,
up there.
baby.
And then on some website I saw that there was a price mistake, and they were selling Mega Man helmets, like the little stand that holds the Mega Man helmet. When that showed up, she was like, for real? Serious? What even is that?
Are you done?
Like, she doesn't know it's Mega Man. She just knows that the look of it is a video game thing. And she's like, why? Why did you get it? And I was like, well, because it was $100, and then it was on sale for like $40, and then they had a price mistake, so I only had to pay shipping. And to me, that completely made sense. And she's like, and this is going in our house?
Of course.
I was like, yeah. And so that's where I was like, okay, no more big things. So since then, I only have like my Drake, that little coin that came with the pre-order.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
And then one of my buddies, I used to love this game called Root Beer Tapper. That was in the arcade. And in '83, they had these coasters that they made to distribute, and that's what helped promote the game. And he had bought a bunch of them, and so I bought one off of him. So I have
That's
this little
awesome.
Tapper thing on there.
No,
The shelf has stuff on it.
No,
Yeah.
it's not for the house financials or anything. It's for your video games.
Yeah, it
That's
doesn't look great.
awesome.
It's like the portal gun, it's the coal, it's the helmet, it's my like Galaxy the gear VR or
Nice.
something. Oh, it's a mess.
All right, who else?
That's crazy.
We'll say Stacy's been awesome to put up with everything that I do.
But
And she's not.
Where's
she's
the
not
but?
even said anything and be like, "Oh, that's too much about anything yet." But I have a feeling. I have a feeling when she comes into my office and I got this PSVR on and these two move ons and I'm going. I'm doing
video,
this.
please take
and I'm going
video.
down. I'm not gonna see it, but I think I'm gonna hear it and just hear this. And she's just gonna walk out.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna
There
be.
will
it.
be holes in the wall. I'm
Exactly.
sure of it. Get some spackle. It's on.
Eduardo,
Usually when I play, Sarah's on the couch behind me on her laptop, and I was really on a Space Ace kick for a while there.
Nice.
And I just love saying the lines along with him.
Oh,
and there's
man.
a part where he's in the spaceship talking on the intercom to Kimmy, who's been kidnapped, and I'll save you, Kimmy. And then she goes, "Get me
Yep.
out of here!" And behind me, I just hear, "Nerd!"
nerd.
I put so much money in that game. when
Yeah,
it was
man.
out on the arcade. That was
Halsky?
a great game.
It
about
had
you?
to be Hearthstone because she was,
Was it?
in the tub.
like Krista's put up with all my stuff. Yeah, like all my gaming
I
stuff.
think
but
the tub would have done it, right?
Hearthstone was it. She was
Are
like,
you still
"You're
playing
playing that game."
Again.
I
no,
love that
no,
game.
I'm not playing.
Oh,
it
you're not?
anymore.
Yeah, I'm not either.
One of my buddies, I forget, I think it was Clash, and I was playing it, and this is when you know it's bad. I was playing Clash, and my buddy's wife walked up and goes, that game. I was like, oh, shoot. What's going on in your household? I can
That's
never get David's attention when he's playing that game.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Why are we talking about this?
Mr. Swan, continue.
That's one more. So I asked a question similar to this like 3 years ago. But since there's new people and lots of games have come out since then and stuff, if you could snap your fingers and have experienced an entire gaming franchise, what would it be? Something that you obviously haven't
Oh
played.
gosh.
Zelda. Zelda for sure.
a good
I wish I
answer.
knew everything about Zelda because I feel like it's a huge part of gaming culture that I know nothing about, and I hate not knowing anything about it.
I don't know.
Router.
I don't know what I would.
Everything before PlayStation 3.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Like, just let me download it through the Matrix.
Yeah, exactly.
And because
You mean
I
that
don't know-
awesome movie, The Matrix one?
Exactly. Right. That's why I'm actually excited for the mini because I didn't play a lot of those games, so it's more for me than anything else because I would love to go back and play some because I didn't know. I played arcade games when I was at the beach, but I was never actively having any type of console before then. So that's why the mini's exciting to me because as much as you guys have already all played those games, I never experienced most of those. So
Yeah, it's not Halo.
I'm sorry.
Matt Lighty's in the room with a sniper.
He's got
sniper
do
rifle.
I have a bullseye right here?
There's a red dot.
There's a little red dot. Yeah. I'm sorry about that one.
Christoph.
I would say Final Fantasy series, all those games. 'Cause
Yeah.
I haven't played any of them, and I was like, I just feel like there's this big hole. It's like I didn't play any.
You haven't
of
played any?
I haven't played any of them
Any.
because when I was younger, I didn't have a lot of friends that were gamers. They were into comic books and stuff, but it would be like one kid on the block would have a console.
Right.
And then by the time like PlayStation those came out, like I was just in my own world. I didn't really talk to I didn't have a lot of friends that played the same game, so I didn't even know what it was. I heard of it, but I didn't really know. And I just got the games that I got as presents.
Yeah.
So I just played what I played.
7 was the first one I played, and I felt like I was really late to the party, and I wish I would have known the other ones as well. Eduardo?
I don't
Snap
know.
your fingers and know a whole series.
Maybe Call of Duty. I've
Just to know and be
just
in the
to
have a
know.
conversation.
Yeah. Call of Duty, I guess, because I've played zombies once or twice, but
That junk is fun.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Actually, that campaign in that one is good. Was that World at War that you played?
not sure.
Oh, that's a good campaign.
That's Modern Warfare, right? With the zombies. Which one?
No,
is that?
Zombies
World
started
at
out
War
with
was
the
the
Treyarch
first one.
games. World at War was the first.
World at War.
That was such a good game.
But is that the zombies you're talking about?
There were zombies in it. Because they came out with a couple that had zombies. I
Yes,
guess.
yeah.
multiple.
Now they all
They've
have
had 'em.
some type of zombie-esque something
Yeah.
or other.
I don't know
but
what it was.
Yep.
Treyarch Games started it.
Halsky?
I would have to say Assassin's Creed for sure.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
Really?
the story is interesting, but like games just aren't for me.
Yeah, no, I
so-
hear you. I hear you.
Nice. What about you, Jeff? If you could snap your fingers,
Yeah.
what would it be?
Probably Assassin's Creed. too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really?
Probably those. Yeah, same
Still
thing.
never played 1 or 2 either. And I'm
You
fine
don't
with
have to
I'm
play
fine
1
with
or
that.
So
I
if we
played
see
some
the
of
movie,
one,
we might be fine.
and
though,
then
right?
not the rest of them.
Yeah,
That might
that's
catch
it.
you
I get
up.
the whole point with the movie, and we'll go from there.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome
That's
question,
a good
sir.
question.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks, man.
Anybody else?
Oh, Q got one.
Q.
Oh, here he is. All right.
Memphis in the house.
Memphis
I
represent.
figured I'd come to the mic this time.
Thank
Beale,
you, thank
Beale
you.
Street.
Actually, this question is for everybody.
Oh, good.
I am a PlayStation guy.
There you go.
I've never owned an Xbox,
Okay.
but I am intrigued to get an Xbox One.
Yeah.
Now, literally, you can get one for $300 with like 4 games and an extra controller.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of want the Xbox One S because it's smaller.
Yes.
So should I jump on a good deal now or just wait for the S?
Oh, man.
I don't,
To jump
I don't
straight
think
into
he's worried
Scorpio,
about
I don't think I
Scorpio.
want to do that. So it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait for the S to come out and then buy the Xbox One at the
but you
regular.
know what? They're going to
It'll be
have
so
tons
cheap.
of deals this holiday. I don't know, man.
yeah, I'm
'Cause-
banking on the S coming out with some games. Like right now, they don't come out with any.
Right.
So
What
here-
game do you want to play?
Yeah, what do
Here's
you
the,
want to
well,
play?
here, even before that, like, why do you have a lot of space? Like, what makes you want the S?
Just
Or the
because
Xbox.
it's smaller, honestly.
So do you
because
not have
the
a
one
lot of
complaint,
space?
The one complaint that I've always heard about the Xbox One is, first of all, it looks like a VCR.
It does.
Plus,
It's
it comes with a
huge.
big power brick.
It's not
that
like
I
a
don't
VCR,
want.
it's like a
Huge.
Betamax.
So
It is. It's
It is a
massive.
big console, but if you're not like really cramped on space, I mean, it's not like massive. I mean, I put it under my entertainment center and it fits fine. And
It's
the
huge.
brick just
Don't listen
kind of
to that.
hides under there.
It's
yeah,
huge.
it's nice to have like
It's
the S that's
huge.
smaller, but if you got room, if you got just a little bit of normal room for like a VCR, it's gonna fit fine. Or a Blu-ray player, you're not gonna have any issues. I think it's more about
Like a
getting-
Blu-ray player. My Blu-ray player at home is like this.
Well, mine's old. So.
Yeah.
But
You got the
You mean
first one
laser
that
What,
disc
came
player?
out.
If you got room
what
for
I'm
a
saying
laser
is,
disc.
it's like this big. I mean, if you can get a lot of games that you want and you get a good deal, just do it now and play it now. I mean,
I'll tell you what, I got you. Y'all know IKEA, right? And
Yeah.
so IKEA has this one thingy that's this, it's rectangle and it's got a bunch of squares in it.
Oh yeah,
and you-
the Glorb.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's the Lackey.
Yeah, I have one of those. Those
The
are great.
Hergenhagen, yeah.
do you write for their catalog? It's this round thing.
He
Anyway,
just makes up.
No,
some
it's the
names.
bookshelf with the cubes, right?
so it's got cubes in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, those
Babe,
are awesome.
Isn't it called
Yeah.
the Lackey? You have some at the store, don't you?
We've got the old one, so it's probably Lackey.
It's
That's probably
Lackey,
right.
Yeah.
The Xbox did not fit in that.
What?
Like
Oh,
in
yeah,
those
right.
big
I,
squares.
I tried to do
I
it
could
with
not
mine
get it
too.
to fit in
It
there.
did
It's
not fit
big.
in there.
He's got
Don't
it
listen
at
to
an
Chris.
angle.
It's big.
It is big.
It's big.
and
don't
in
know,
the
though,
way.
man.
I didn't have any problem put it anywhere I wanted to put
With the S, did they build the brick in finally?
Yeah,
it's
they
built
do.
in.
Okay,
Brick
so
is
get the
inside.
S.
Yeah,
Get the S.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get
Because
that.
that brick is a pain in the butt.
But you're gonna pay
Seriously.
top dollar this year because it's new
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
exciting.
and yeah. That's I saw too some of
'Cause-
the because I think it comes out for $299 for like 500 gigs. But if you want like a 2 terabyte, it's like $400.
Right.
First come out,
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, but the
Okay, so-
Xbox One has the
Yeah.
expandability with external drives. I wouldn't
They
even worry
do,
about
Don't
yeah.
worry about the
it.
hard
Yeah, I
drive.
wouldn't even worry
What
about
game are you wanting to play?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just exclusive games because I am a PlayStation guy. So if it comes with multiple consoles, I'm gonna play it on the PlayStation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Things like I never played Gears of War.
I wanna
I
do
never
that.
played
Yeah,
stuff
that's
like
good.
that. That's strictly Xbox.
Yep.
I kind of want to,
You got a
experience
computer?
that, so. I do. But I don't do streaming.
That
I don't
budget
do
just went from
computer gaming. So.
I say he's got one already.
Yeah.
That's a good
All right,
question.
Thanks, Q.
I'll say you get one, Q. Spencer Stapleton.
Street team.
Sorry, this is a hypothetical. Very, very hypothetical.
To the wives. he's
Because I don't want to get in trouble with your
Should
wife.
I just
Are you about to
leave
get us in
now?
trouble?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave.
Yes, I
answer,
am. Your wife comes home and she tells you, "Hey, I'm pregnant," and
Happens.
because I love you so much, you get to name the child, but it has to be a video game character's name.
Oh, man.
What's your boy name and what's your girl name? Hypothetical, guys.
Boy
Hypothetical, I
name and
promise.
girl
Boy
name.
and girl name.
Stancil did this in real life.
You did.
Got
didn't
that middle name on him, that Bane. Bane in
you? Bane. Ooh.
there. Ooh. That's a good question.
Boy.
Boy name and girl name.
Girl for me, Ellie. That's easy.
Ellie, that's a good
I'll
name.
do Ellie.
Yeah.
See, I would want to go that, but I already named my dog Ellie, so I can't. I can't have two Ellies.
It's either the dog or the baby. Yeah, Ellie for girl, boy.
Oh, man,
Wow.
that's tough.
Nathan or Drake, either one. I can do that.
That's pretty
Babe,
good.
is that okay? No, she's not. She's not even.
Just because it's from a video game, it's not
heck no,
okay. Yeah.
The fact that
Nathan
you-
is a regular name,
Yeah.
but because it's from a video game.
yeah, exactly.
Oh man,
That's difficult.
that's a hard one.
Okay, my daughter is gonna be Widowmaker.
You're so stupid.
Let me think about the
That's
boy.
funny 'cause it's
Widowmaker.
true.
my
oh
gosh.
Lord,
Yeah.
Master Chief.
Master Chief.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think for a girl, and it's a stretch, and it's not because Stansel's here. I think Fetch is kind of cool.
Fetch. Okay.
Fetch was a cool name.
Even
is
though when
cool.
you're calling her in the park, people might be like, he's treating his daughter really poorly. Like, Fetch, Fetch,
Fetch.
Fetch. Like, oh, that's-
Fetch. Man, I can't even think of some girl name. Right Is it Laura or Laura? Laura.
We've had this discussion.
Laura's
Laura,
pretty good.
Laura something Patillo.
There you
I'll go
go.
with Laura for the girl. And for the boy, yeah, Cloud Strife
Cloud
Patillo.
Strife.
Barrett.
Barrett.
Handsome Jack.
You could do Cole.
Handsome Jack Patillo.
You could do Cole.
I like Cole.
Cole would be good.
We got a lot of infamous love going on. Tim, you got one? Timothy Hall?
I think Samus is a cool name, but it might have to be a guy's name.
Samus. You just surprise them. They're like, Samus Hall? I'm like, here. This little girl in the back. Gosh.
That's
yeah,
a
I'm
good
going,
one, man.
I'm
Good
going,
job.
yeah. Cole and whatever else I said.
If you get into trouble, it's not my fault.
Yeah, it's all your
You're in
fault.
trouble. You're already
Exactly.
in trouble.
Did you have one? Did you go?
Ed.
Widowmaker.
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
He's not
What
lying.
You said it was gonna be okay.
And Lucio?
No.
Moving with the
The other
payload.
one would be Commander Video.
Commander Video.
How about Kratos?
Ooh,
Solid
Kratos.
Snake. Solid
I
Snake.
just hope you get mad all the time.
Solid Snake.
Yeah, it'll be Snake.
Boss.
David.
Ah!
Alan
Come
Dave.
and kill me.
Ed, did you already say what? You said
yeah,
Ellie.
for a boy, I think I would go with from Space Ace, Dex or Dexter.
Dex, nice.
That's
I
pretty
like
good.
There you go. Good question.
That. All right.
I like that. That
Thank
works.
you, sir.
Yeah, mine would have been Joel and Ellie.
Joel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
exactly right.
Nice.
So you'll get
Love
kicked
it.
out of the house. Yeah, nice.
That's right.
Don't hurt us, Donnie. Please don't hurt us.
He's
I came all the way here for this moment.
I came all the way from Georgia.
He's warming up.
I actually got a list.
Oh.
We love you, Donnie. That's awesome.
Seriously, I just wanted to say how proud I am of you guys and how much the community as a whole has meant to me.
Awesome.
I've tweeted with, I think, most everybody in this room. I've talked to everybody here. You guys inspired me to podcast on my own, stuff I never thought was possible.
Play some video games.
some video games.
Check it out.
And, you know, I got my college degree with you guys
That's right.
in my
Oh, wow.
ear the whole time.
We've
Most
graduated
every late
people
night.
now.
That's right. You've graduated
That's
people.
amazing.
And it means a lot to me. So
Awesome.
I think I
Awesome.
got more good congratulation tweets and messages and feelings when I graduated college from MTTG than I did my own family. So like the
You
the
let 'em
love
know that.
the love was big. Yeah, I mean everybody was just like, Donnie, that's awesome. So
That's great.
question: what's the one game you guys are gonna play that you just can't wait to play this fall? What's your fall game?
Ooh. Dishonored 2 for me, hands down. Right there.
Dishonored 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. That game is the first one was fantastic, and I'm really excited for this
My
one.
memory is so
I
bad.
feel like it's gonna be really hard too.
It's going to be hard. That time travel thing,
The time one's gonna be a little weird,
that thing looks so dope, though.
but it looks beautiful. Just because it is different. That's what I like. Like it's the art style is way different, and I liked it from day. I liked the first Dishonored because of that too. So I'm looking forward to that.
That first game was like one of the only ones that I've played like more than once.
yeah,
Oh,
that
really?
game's
It's pretty
You played-
good.
yeah.
Have you been
Yeah.
playing XCOM 2? You don't have it on PC? You don't have a PC,
No,
right?
I will be playing that.
Yes,
That's
you
got
will.
to be my fall.
That's
game.
got to be your
That'll
fall
be your
game,
fall
right?
game.
Yeah, for sure.
Eduardo, I got to look up what even
I
is
don't,
coming
yeah,
out.
I forget. There were a couple that I was looking forward to. Dishonored 2 is one of them. Watch Dogs
Dogs,
2.
yep.
Is anybody else looking forward to No Man's Sky? That's one that I'm gonna get.
Chris was.
I
looking-
was.
Yeah, it was.
I'm on the
What
fence
happened?
now. Like I said on last week's show, I thought they were gonna say, and you can do this, and they were gonna like show me more than just mining. But it seems like all it is mining.
But I
I don't
sent you
wanna
that thing that said fight and survive, but maybe it's
Yeah,
just
there's like
fighting those-
14 million planets you can go and just look around.
Oh.
And go.
I forgot that was coming out this fall.
Ooh, yeah.
That was Gabe's real answer.
Look how excited he got.
Oh my gosh.
I'm kind of interested on that the Telltale Batman game.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Is that this fall?
Is that this fall?
I don't know.
August.
Wow.
Oh, it's next month, right around the corner.
Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really looking forward to. I'm falling off a Hitman, man. Oh yeah, Gears.
Not right
Is
away.
it in October?
Is that October? But I do want to play the Gears series. I don't want to start at 4. Oh, I do. Well, there you have it.
Holy cow.
It looks like I'll be buying 4 then.
With a gift card.
With a gift card.
Battlefield 1 looks really dope.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I was just bringing it up. Dang. That's like when I mentioned Lunchables on Twitter that one time. Everybody's like, "Why would you feed your daughter Lunchables?"
That was hilarious.
I was like, "Whoa!" I was just using that as a term. It wasn't even actually a Lunchable. Yeah,
They are delicious.
It was like a
Cherry pie
Jenny
one.
got like a Publix organic. It just looked like a snack pack, and I was like, I'll just call it a Lunchable.
I love Lunchables.
Just mention it on Twitter. You'll find out what's wrong with Lunchable. Yeah, I
So
got.
is the question most anticipated?
Like
Yeah, the one you can't wait
that you
to
wanna
play this
like
fall.
right now. If it came out right now.
Yeah, I
Probably-
think Final Fantasy 15.
I'm probably going to say, well, it's kind of a bit of a toss-up. I want to say Dishonored, but I don't because y'all already said it.
You can
But the reason
still
I
say it.
want to say it is because I didn't play Dishonored 1. And it comes with
And
it.
it
Well,
comes
if,
with it.
are
Oh, it
you
does.
depending on
Get
which
the
version you
collector's
get?
edition?
If it's still available, yeah.
Is he, Stacy? Is he gonna get the collector's edition? Yeah.
I
So
might be with you on
I
that
want to
one.
get that, but the thing I'm just waiting to see is like if I get it, do I get to play Dishonored 1 now or do I have to wait? I don't really want to wait because when it comes out, I don't want to have to start Dishonored 1 when I've got Dishonored 2 there. It's gonna be
Oh,
hard to
man.
do. So I got to
Play
figure that
Dishonored
out.
1 though when you get a
I'm
chance.
interested in Titanfall 2 mainly because I did not like Titanfall 1, and it's like I feel like they're gonna rebound well
Why?
because they're gonna have a campaign, and I think they took the criticism.
I've never looked forward to a game because I didn't like the first one.
I know. Well, it's kind of the same reason why I'm going to say the next game. It's morbid curiosity. Plus,
Yeah.
I want to reward them for being exclusive and then going multiplayer because I think more games should be multiplayer. I don't
agree.
like the
I agree.
exclusive stuff. So
You
I kinda wanna
don't?
reward them
I
for
love
that.
exclusives.
Well, I like it when they're exclusive when they're owned by that company. But when
Yeah.
it's a third-party game and it goes exclusive, whichever the platform,
Oh, I
I'm
gotcha.
not a fan of that.
South
And then
Park.
I'm
Yeah.
interested in
South Park definitely.
I'm interested in The Last Guardian only because I didn't play the other two, the Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. And it's just the story is just crazy. I've got to see what it is, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it.
That's got to be Stancil's as well.
I have
Ed, you
no
said
idea
yours
what
is
to expect. I just
South
wanna
Park
try it.
fractured butthole.
The fractured
butthole.
Butthole.
Yes.
Butthole.
Yes.
And you need to answer because you asked the question. What's yours, Donnie? What are you looking forward to the most? Mario
On the
Splash.
mic. On the mic.
Mario Blast Splash Paint.
Nintendo Mini, just in general.
Mario Paint.
Mario Paint. Yeah.
The
NX.
2 games that I've already pre-ordered: Pokemon Sun Moon
Ooh.
and Gears.
Gears.
Ooh, well
yeah.
done.
Nice.
Well played. sir.
Gears looks amazing.
Yeah, that does look really good.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
Dang,
What
man.
the heck? Golly.
Hashtag MTTG fistfight.
Hashtag community.
We take back what we said about the friendly.
Yeah, about the love,
friendliness.
We're gonna get Thunderdome up in here now. It'll be great. Continue, sir.
So we have one that is directed specifically to Chris. From the chat.
Ginger fever.
Ginger.
Do you know?
Ginger.
Yeah, it's from Stacy.
Thanks, Stacy.
How much do you love your wife? Yeah.
It's from Carl Clarabut. Carl. Says,
Carl.
says, does Chris worry about playing VR by himself? I have 2 kids, and I'm not sure about playing VR where I can't hear what's going on in the house.
Ooh.
Yes and no. No, because I don't have the kid part to worry about.
Sure,
so I
sure.
don't have to worry about like some kid setting the house on fire or anything. But I am because even just being in the house and putting all that on and being the only one there, it's like, I mean, just not knowing anything,
Anything.
not being
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to tell anything. I feel like
Somebody
I'm
could
gonna have
come
to
and rob
stop
you and
every
you wouldn't
like
know.
20 minutes and be like,
Let your eyes adjust.
Yeah.
all right, cool, everything's good. The house is on fire, nobody's broken in. All right.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but then at the same time, like once you've done it 2 or 3 times, you're probably gonna be like, ain't nothing gonna
yeah,
happen.
you're gonna
just
be
keep
comfortable.
going.
And how many times did you play the demo of it?
I've played it 3 times.
3 times. Okay. Yeah.
What was your favorite one? Oh, with the move. Did you do the move controllers?
Yes.
How'd they feel?
They felt good to me, but again, not having compared it to like the Vive controllers, I'm sure they're better. It's my only experience with it, but they seem fine and they
And they
seem to
felt
track
like-
pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I played the heist or whatever. It was just you're in a car shooting at bad guys. It wasn't.
He didn't
the
mean
whole-
that. He didn't mean anything by the heist. He didn't mean it.
Right.
What?
That's what the room he was in was called the heist.
Oh yeah.
Remember when he didn't get out of that room
We
escape?
established this.
Yeah, I was shooting this guy that didn't know how to look on the back of a picture for a number. I mean, it was crazy.
Worst VR game ever.
But my favorite one that I played of the demos was Eve Valkyrie, the one where you're in.
It was? That was the
yeah.
one?
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Because you were a
That
girl.
sounds awesome.
Well, I mean that was.
That's why you
I mean,
liked it.
it's crazy because you look and you're like, oh dear. Not used to that. Not used to
Hello.
That's right.
I feel funny about
that. Then you
myself.
start shooting things and you forget about it.
Yep.
Yeah, they are right there. They're right there.
Johnny Boy 1901, Jonathan C said on Twitter, "What is a moment in the game you remember and just thought, wow?" He said for him it was Red Dead when he went into Mexico.
For me,
never
I
played
was
Red Dead.
watching a Let's Play, and it was during The Last of Us with the giraffes.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, wow. Yep.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you?
Hall?
Probably the first 10 minutes of The
That's
Last
I
of
was
Us.
just gonna say that first
Yeah.
10 minutes,
Dude.
man.
Yeah.
The first 10 minutes of The Last of Us and the first 10 minutes of Up,
Yep.
I feel
Oh
like are
my
like the
gosh.
best storytelling
Come
I've ever
on.
seen
Yep.
in that short a time.
Yep.
Yep.
It's incredible.
Was it the last time that it happened or just a time?
I guess.
I think it was 8 times.
8 time.
A time? I remember when I played the first Metal Gear Solid and I walked in the room where Metal Gear was.
Surprise, surprise.
Nailed it.
When I walked into there, yeah, I know.
I mean,
But
it's called
that was
Metal
the
Gear.
That was the first, for Metal Gear. That was the first game that like really blew my mind as like growing up playing games. And I was kind of like, games are just this fun little thing you do. That was the first game like, what?
Nice.
And then when you
Yep.
walk in and you're just looking up and there's this big thing and it's shooting lasers at you, it was insane.
And I could say the same thing. I mean, there was so many parts of Final Fantasy VII when I feel like it blew every other game I'd ever played out of the water. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my gosh. You see the way I jumped off that train? And it was like probably not even impressive stuff that I was wowing at. But I think, and I talk about it on my Uncharted walkthrough, Call of Duty, I feel like almost every one that comes out has set pieces that I'm like,
Yeah, that's true.
are you kidding? That's incredible. So
Yeah.
I'd say many of the Call of Duties gave me oh wow moments.
You know, when you said Final Fantasy VII, that made me think of like probably my first one, which would have been the scene where they get on the motorcycle and they're escaping.
Yes.
End of disc 1.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
you
End
know.
of disc 1.
End of disc 1 out
Wow.
of 4. What about you, Router? Did you say one?
I was gonna say the first 10 minutes of The Last of Us, but also I've always loved the intro to Far Cry 3. The way they did that was really cool. When you're
Was that the airplane jumping out the
yeah,
airplane?
when you're jumping out of an airplane, you're doing all this fun stuff, and then pan out to hey, you're captured or whatever. It was,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
that
pretty
was
awesome.
really cool. It was just a good way to intro it.
Nice.
Yep.
Man. Oh, yeah, Scott Clark.
Oh,
Come on,
what's
man.
up, guys?
Hey, welcome back. You got your platinum button on, I see.
I do.
Yes.
Hey,
He's got that
Hey-o.
plat.
Just want to say a quick thanks to you guys for the. I've been listening since episode 16, and
Whoa.
I don't have them all yet. I got to go back and listen to the first 16, apparently, but I just
No,
gotta
you
give-
don't.
I
Sorry.
gotta-
Yeah. Sorry.
I got to give you kudos because we came down for 100 2 years ago, and my wife, who's here with me right now,
Yay.
listens to
You
podcasts.
dragged back here
I
again.
know, right?
She's thrilled.
And she does not she's not play video games a whole lot, but she listens to your guys' show
Oh, wow.
every single week, ever since episode
Hey,
100.
Hey,
get out of
thank you.
town,
That's
really?
awesome.
Yeah,
Yay.
she listens to it religiously, so I just got to say thanks because she's actually listening to it, and so she's totally
That's so
digging it.
much fun.
But the question I had for you is, I just got to know after we're done recording here, what horror game do we get to watch you play this year?
Oh.
That is
Trust,
a tradition.
yeah, it's a tradition. You know what's funny? I was thinking about when we were, because when I thought about this, I was like, all right, so last time we did the podcast, then we did PT. And I was like, so what are we going to do that's similar to that? And I couldn't think of any horror games, and that's when the Room Escape popped in my head. But we did want to do something more as a group, because PT felt so team-based because
It
of the
was
way,
all you, all eyes on
know,
you.
we're all, no, but I'm saying the way I'm playing it, but we're all sitting around, Jeff
Yeah.
Swan's looking up
Jeff,
stuff.
you were all
Everybody's telling me
trying
which
to
way to
figure
go.
that crazy
You know what I'm
game
saying?
out.
It was so crazy. So what we did do is not a horror game, but we have this projector back here and a projection screen, and I got a projector, and we're going to try to just play some games just as a community all together instead of just one of us
awesome. Yeah.
playing. So I think it'd be fun. Yeah, man.
It's going to be a good time.
But it would be pretty amazing with all the lights off here, and then you play some sort of horror game. And
I think what we should do instead is this: turn the lights off. Gabe just stands in here, and then we just take turns frightening. Gabe.
sounds amazing.
Oh my
could put
gosh!
the-
It was one of those things that I really thought about though, and what sucked was that PT was so perfect.
It was
because it was this
perfect timing.
bite-sized horror thing.
Perfect
And I was like,
timing.
what else do we use? You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't think of anything. And then there was a demo that dropped that I almost got.
Resident Evil 7 demo.
Resident Evil.
It's all you, man. It is all you.
But we couldn't figure out the sound to. So we're just gonna play together. It'll be a good time.
Sounds great.
It'll be awesome.
I love it.
Man, oh yeah, come on, Matt Lighty.
Oh.
Come on, baby.
Oh, he's just going to the
do I
bathroom.
need to apologize?
He pointed you. He said, Hogan.
I am sorry. I am so sorry. All right, hit me.
All right.
We're gonna have to bleep you.
Delay. We have a delay.
Got a delay. So right now we've got a new game that's got a bunch of grown men just making me shake my head every time we start talking about Pokemon, and I'm not even going to go with all the things.
I like that you're shaking your head because you don't like it. Donnie's shaking his head because we know nothing about it. We're somewhere in the middle, so we don't know anything about Pokemon.
So they've made this game hugely popular, and the best guess is because they slapped Go on the end of it. So my theory is, and I have two questions here. Gabe.
Yes.
Minecraft Go.
No. Not happening.
Not happening.
No, I've sworn myself away from Minecraft. There's no way I'm playing it. I don't care what they do.
Halo Go.
Halo Go.
Would you do it?
Yeah, you know what? I think I would. Because you're
That would
standing
look so
in front
scary.
of me and giving me evil eyes. No, honestly, I would.
Can you see, imagine everybody outside of Mellow Mushroom last night like, pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, it would just be like.
Pew, pew, pew. Okay,
Yeah.
and then they get back in their car and drive away. Halo Go.
I'd have to be in full Master Chief gear. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I would do it. I would try it.
And for the rest of you, just what game franchise? Because I never would see myself playing Pokemon, and I'm not going to play Pokemon Go. I'm going to be the last man standing.
Probably.
Because I have a man card still.
Yeah.
Oh, hey now. Come on.
I know, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's bringing people together, and it's a good thing. You gotta spice things
rile
up
it
a
up,
little
Yeah,
bit.
no, I love it.
So the other franchise, what other franchise could they do something like that to that you guys would all of a sudden jump into?
You know what? I would really be curious to see a Minecraft Go.
Not me.
That would be.
I know, man.
That'd be interesting.
That's the
I'd
gateway.
like to see what they do. It. Yeah.
It's bad.
I know, right?
Chris, what do you think?
I just want to play Pokemon Go. I just want to try it.
Yeah.
I want to use my gamer tag, and I
That's all he wants
created
to
a
do.
trainer
Have they
account,
not figured
and
it
it's-
out yet?
No.
What in the
No,
world
every
is
time
go-
I go along, it says, you must authenticate. And then I go to their website to authenticate, even though I already have. It says, we're working on our website. And I'm like,
Stancil,
oh,
will you? Stancil gave me some really cool insight the other day, just from a game maker standpoint. I was asking him, so what's going on over there? And he's like, you don't understand the mountain that they have to.
yes,
Oh, I believe
I
it.
can imagine.
Clark, can you talk about that just a little bit?
Yeah,
Like,
a
as
little
far as the game being hugely
I mean,
popular.
it's the best and worst case scenario possibly for a developer. Because I mean, the thing you want obviously is for people to adopt your game and play your game and get involved. And they've had that beyond
More daily
any
active
possible dreams
users
that they
on
had.
Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely.
My Lord.
But again, the downside to that is just the scale.
Yeah.
And the aspects, because there's nothing you can do as a developer to test. I mean, at best, you're going to get a studio at Sucker Punch, for example. When we had QA, we had guys playing it, every day, all day, and our team was like 20 people. 20 people. So you put on millions and hundreds of millions of people playing a game. The stuff that you can never even imagine preparing for is going to come to light
Sure.
in a
Yep.
quickness.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
they're
one of
all
those-
hands on deck right now, aren't
Oh,
they?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's again, you have to turn to where you're developing it, and you have to think on multiple fronts, which is you have to think about just the pure logistics behind maintaining the game and keeping it up and getting it working. You have to think about the bugs,
the 85 million different Samsung phones
absolutely
that are out there. That
yeah,
run
it's
Android.
not even one platform that you're supporting; it's multiple. And then you have to also be in a position where you're thinking forward, that you're not just thinking about the now, because you can't just keep.
Yeah, you have
It
to
can't be about now;
sustain
it's about
and then
retention as well.
maintain it, yeah.
So
I
it's
get that.
again from a developer side, this is the best and worst thing that
Sure.
can happen to you. So.
My gosh. What about you, Matt Lighty? What
Yeah,
Go
what would you do?
game?
I honestly don't know. It's not Pokemon Go.
Clearly.
But it would most likely be probably something in the Nintendo franchise, because I do like Nintendo, but it's just I came from the Atari generation, the Atari 2800 or 2600, with the little switches. So I've been around video games forever, and I've watched enough of them. They're just I don't know. It's going to be something yet to come that's going to suck me in.
So does it have to be augmented reality? Because I feel like that's one of the things I was asking somebody. I don't remember. I was like, what is the draw about this game? Like, I'm playing it and have no idea why.
I think it's augmented reality.
Is it that? Just
Yeah,
that?
I think it's like the
your
first-
character's walking when you're walking.
Because
and the
they've made
camera-
it widespread and everybody already has the device. I think that's the thing. Because like they tried to do this with the 3DS, but not everybody had a 3DS. But with the
Cell
iPhone
phones.
and I mean they can do it. I with the resurgence of Doom, I don't see why they haven't done like a Doom Go or something.
They don't want people shooting each other.
Yeah, I don't think a shooter would really work, would it?
I think it would.
Mario
I think
Kart
it would
Go.
work. Yeah, Mario Kart
It'd be
Go.
safe. Super safe.
Super safe.
Accidents go.
Pac-Man
gosh.
Go. There you go.
Pac-Man go.
Oh, that's a
would be
good
good,
one.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Pac-Man Go.
You have to gather up all the pellets and walk around.
Copyright. We have to run around your block, like it shows your block,
Yeah.
and you have to run around.
And then
get all
other
the
people
things.
could be the ghosts.
That actually could be a fitness
Dude.
trainer.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I love
what.
it. I think
Write
that's
this
great.
down.
That one's free,
Copyright.
Copyright.
It's already gone.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we got the delay. Never
Yeah,
mind.
we got the delay. They don't know yet.
Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
Shut up.
And stop.
And finally, first I wanted to thank the wives, for giving us
Absolutely.
this little bit of time all the time.
Absolutely. Yay.
So you guys have done something that's pretty incredible, and I think at times you don't realize what you've achieved. And I hope not stealing Aaron's thing, but in the car we do this a lot. We listen to the podcast. If I even think about turning on the podcast without Aaron, it's that is a end game right there. So
Love it.
We don't do that. But in the car, I've had my at the time my 8-year-old daughter, myself. I'm 42. Or 41, we'll be 42. Can't count.
It's all good.
Aaron's in there. My mom, 81. All right, so you have 4 to 81, little girl, old lady. None of them, they don't really care about video games, but they're in the car, they're laughing, they're like tears running down their face because they're having so much fun.
Wow.
And in that case, it's not about the games, which the community is about the games, and this community is the best ever. I think I've probably talk to everybody in this room, either via, the forum or Twitter or something like that. And it's fascinating. And I'm excited because I still haven't got to talk to everybody yet. But going forward and looking towards the future, at some point, there's going to be a legacy left behind for Married to the Games and the community and just everything in general. And I'm curious what you see what your legacy to this community and this future is. Like, what are you leaving behind?
Wow.
That's a good question.
I just
That's a
love the
deep
fact
question.
that we span such an age
That's
demographic.
crazy.
That is
That's awesome.
incredible.
I remember seeing a review on iTunes that said, I
Wait, was
think
it 5-star?
it was 5 stars.
Did they tell them that I told them to rate?
Yeah, I'm here for Timothy Hall. And it said something like, I'm 18 and I love hearing old people talking about video games. And I was like, backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
Still rated as 5
Right,
stars. He
right.
still
Yeah,
listens.
I'll take it.
Yeah, but he's a youngster. Yeah, he's a youngster. I
Thank
liked
you.
it.
Well, I've got insurance, buddy. There you go. No.
The legacy, golly. Hopefully, when it comes to a close, people can walk away and be like, those were some good guys.
There you go.
And they meant it, and they wanted to do it well, and they, wanted to be consistent and wanted to provide a level of quality that, didn't sound like, oh yes, y'all, and we're married to the game. I've been on, I was on this one time, and I sounded like I was like in the other house, like next door, and that was something that I remember that was really important to me and Hall early on. Was like, all right, well, let's do this, but let's sound awesome. You know what I mean? Let's at least sound good, and let's
It
use
does.
all of our gifts. You
It
know what
sure
I mean?
does.
And we got to, what was so cool, I felt like when it was the 3 of us, is I remember like a year into it looking back and being like, man, we really each get to use our individual strengths to do this thing. Where I'm the entertainer and Router's so great at being a great guy in between the and the and Hall, being the engineer and every week editing it so well, making us sound good and coming with the knowledge. And
he's the analytics guy, too.
And
Like, he
Router
loves
hold
it.
down the website. I felt like none of us had to stretch out and be somebody else for it. And so I think
Yeah, it was a natural progression, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, too, as far as a legacy, not just in each individual person, I think we have positivity. We have an amazing community. Everybody is positive. Through the ups and downs, we all kind of build each other up. Donnie, I'm thrilled to hear that people were congratulating you for graduating. from our community. I think that's amazing that people like we're all in this, and we want to know if you're going to share a part of your life, we can respond in a positive way back to you and give it back to you, which I think is incredible. So I love that aspect of it all.
Halsky, what about you, bud?
I think it's just that people will think about gaming communities a little bit differently, like people on the outside, maybe.
Yes.
And say like, oh, like, they're not all just angry, sweaty nerds,
Yeah.
you
Right.
know, or something
I mean,
like
if we
that,
can reach
so.
a 7-year-old and an 81-year-old, that's pretty amazing.
And we're married.
And yeah,
We're not all single eating Cheetos. Edward?
after this episode, we might be.
I think there's so much out there that's so easily accessible online that's just dark and crummy and mean for no reason.
Oh yeah.
And you can go into a rabbit hole on the internet that is a rabbit hole you don't want to go down. And at the end of the day, I just hope that people laughed
Yeah.
and had a good time.
Yeah.
And just
We laugh
know,
a lot, I think,
yeah,
on these
and I
episodes,
just
too.
want people to feel good for having gone down the rabbit hole that led them here.
Yeah, for sure.
Kinda
Buttery
this-
biscuits, that's right.
Bojangles. That's what ties everybody together.
I think it's
They are.
what I hope is that people look at it, and there's a lot of shows out there that different podcasts and things, they thrive off of negativity in one way or the other. Like that is kind of their MO. And they may be positive in their community, but they're anti this or anti that, or we're just going this direction. And I want it to be where people can look at us and say, we're one of those shows, because we're not the only one, but we're one of the few that I feel like have shown that you can be, pretty successful doing it in a positive way and just having fun and building others and people up. And you can still disagree, and we have disagreements. We don't always agree on the same things, and we debate and whatnot. But there's some people like you. In order to debate, you've got to beat the other person into submission. But we don't do that. We're like,
Right.
this is what I think, and then you're like, oh, let me see your point
Yeah,
of view.
that's fine.
And we're
Yeah.
positive about it. It's
Yep.
always got a positive spin and positive outcome. And I hope that more people and more shows will spring up, which they are, like Play Some Video Games. They'll say
Yeah.
like, hey, here's
That's entertaining.
a positive way to do this, and we
Yep.
can just have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that even more and more do that, and that people see that it's a viable thing. That you can do.
There we go.
I love it.
That's a good one to end on.
I think so.
Oh, shoot, man. Thank you guys so much for coming. Episode 200B. I can't believe it. Hopefully the pizzas are here soon.
I hope so.
Because I can't say no to some pizza.
No, and we got a lot coming.
And we got a lot coming.
and it's
so.
delicious. And we have
Oh.
gluten-free, too, by the way.
Yes, right.
Got a
'Cause
few.
just in case,
Just
we've
in
got like
case.
some. I don't know what happens if you're gluten intolerant.
I was like, where are you going with this?
All I know is I'm lactose
I love
intolerant.
it.
That's
I
what
love you.
happens.
I love you. I love you.
Oh, he's been eating pamphlets.
So wait, is there cheeseless pizza?
No, I just deal with it. And then Jenny just deals with it. Thank you guys so much for being
Did we get
here.
a side of gluten? Because I'm gluten intolerant.
Both ways.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's like me with vegans. I'm vegan intolerant of vegans. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm Gabe Patillo. That is Tim Router. That is Timothy Hall.
Yes, good to
That's Ed Placencia. That's Chris McCracken. And we are married to the games, and we are up out this thing.
Everyone.
Peace! Woo! Yeah. Oh yeah.
But we're really not about this.
Yeah, we're really just hanging out.
Yeah.